Gotcha. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Nonsensical Nonsense. Hopefully, you guys are having a good week so far. Happy Hump Day. Yes, it is Wednesday. And we are ready to do this. Got a whole brand new show with a whole bunch of brand new bullshit. Anywho, I'm Glick. The guys will be joining us momentarily. But if you're not already, do us all a favor. Give us a follow on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So if you haven't already, download the Haps app. It's a free app. Give Nonsensical Nonsense a follow. And you guys can come hang out with us during the live shows, be in the chatter's box and shoot the shit and all that fun jazz. Take part of the nonsense that is this podcast. You can also get every single episode of the podcast on demand whenever you want to listen to it. At any time on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcast, basically anywhere and everywhere you get your little podcasting jollies at. You can also email us if you'd like. You can email us for whatever reason. If you want to get into the Chatter's Box Starting 5 and submit your own list, you could do that by emailing us at nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com. And if you like that little intro song that was playing, shout out to Rock Lee of EDM Combat. He did create that intro for us. Greatly appreciated it. He was actually our first guest to ever be on the show. So he did that little intro for us, and it's badass. So we could definitely go check out all his music and everything like that. You can find him on TikTok and social media, Rock Lee, or at EDM Combat. And with all that being said, let's bring the guys in, shall we? Nobody's here for me. We got Jeffrey coming on board. What's going on,
up,
jackass? This motherfucker is nonsensical nonsense. Wish version hat.
Hey, you know what? For a buck for that, 50 cents for a string, and a needle, I'm good.
There you go. We got Tony D, who obviously cannot be bothered to
cuddle with him.
Tony D over here, who obviously cannot be bothered with the podcast tonight. We're sorry to interrupt you, sir.
No, I just woke up.
Are you sure you're awake, or are you still sleeping?
A little bit of both.
Oh, I know that feeling. I love that feeling where you just wake up and you're like, oh, I could just go back to sleep.
Oh my God. What up? What's going on?
What's going on, Chatter's Box? What's going on?
The second part of that.
Yeah. What's going on Twitter? We see you guys. What's going on Facebook? How y'all doing?
No, but you know what? For only taking about 2 hours, I watched an amazing movie last night. It's new on Netflix. I watched Ice Road with Liam Neeson.
I heard it was
Holy
bad.
fuck, it was good. It was
The house is on fire. Get up, Tony.
It was fucking dope.
What is it called?
It's called Ice Road.
Yesterday.
It just came out last night.
No, Ice Road's been there. The one with Liam Neeson?
Yeah, it just came out on Netflix here.
No, it hasn't been out, bro.
I think
really?
been
It
on
just
Netflix.
came out here.
Oh.
It just came out here. But I watched it last night while I was making this hat.
I would
and
check it out.
holy shit.
I'm gonna check it
Uh,
out. You gotta watch The Harder They Fall. That shit was outstanding.
which one's that one?
It's on Netflix. It's got Idris Elba, Regina King.
Oh yeah, it's that cowboy movie.
Yeah, they did a
Yeah, I
damn good
saw that.
job.
That was dope.
That was fire.
You know,
I
you know
downloaded the soundtrack.
the
I got the
train that
soundtrack.
they break Idris out of is
Yeah.
called the Bozeman after Chadwick Boseman.
And let's not forget,
It's a tribute.
finally, Mr. I don't know what the hell time the show starts, finally shows up. Mike, welcome to the show.
That's my
What's up,
After giving
man?
me all this shit all day, he shows up late.
Oh,
Well,
One of these. I'm going to get you guys all digital clocks. Since you should be
I
able
was
to
here.
read a
I'm always
digital
on
clock.
time.
and I'm
I'm
gonna
always
go right
I'm
back
So-
up.
20 minutes before. I'm always like,
supposed
what else do
to-
I got to do before we start this shit?
By the way, great
I'm
job.
supposed to go back to my old work schedule next month, so that would mean that I don't have to rush.
What
You know,
time? What
I,
is
get, I run here as soon as I'm off of work.
You should drive.
And I get here when I get here.
Yeah, you should
Huh?
drive instead of
I
running.
can't.
You
I
look
can't picture you
bedazzled.
running. That's probably why it takes you so long.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is actually why.
But
It might be faster.
Look at Italian.
You
we
know,
got
well,
dad
they
jokes
got-
for days.
Cam, what's
the problem
going on?
So Glick is gas is $4 a gallon. I'm gonna be walking.
Hey, brother, I'm right there with you. I feel you. I got an hour drive. You
Well, I
know how
see-
long it's
I
going to
see
take me
you
to
guys
walk?
have video. I
I
saw
don't have a
that
Chevy
video.
Cruise. I got a whole ass
Three Honda
Dodge.
Civics robbing a gas truck. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Glick's over here.
don't let
like,
my- don't
oh,
let my
y'all were
Chevy-
talking shit about my car before it was $4 a gallon.
That's right.
yeah, you were, but don't let my Chevy
Fine,
Cruise
fuck
fool
boys,
you.
I
It's
don't
still
care.
it's still $50 to fill that sumbitch up. I don't like that. I go from $20.
I figured drive 100 miles on that thing on a full tank of gas, but
Oh no, I do get about 450, about 500 miles to a full tank.
That's not terrible.
But
all right.
but
I've never
When I
gotten that
drive
in my
about
life
100
because I have a really heavy foot.
Cruise control.
but when I drive about 100 miles a day, that's just from home to work. You know,
That'll do it.
that doesn't
Yeah.
include if I decide to go door dashing or if I got to go pick up my kids or anything else like that.
You're still spending 100 in gas.
Yeah. Which was way back in
Yeah.
the day. Originally, why I went out and my first Chevy I had was I bought an '08 Chevy Malibu in '08. It was brand new. It was the first brand new car I ever owned.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I had at the time I had an F-150 with 302 in it, and I was driving from Newark to Columbia. I was working at OSU back then, and that motherfucker back in 2008? What was that? 16 years ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. 14 years ago. 14 years ago.
14.
That damn
Goddamn.
truck was killing me in gas.
Well, yeah. Well, it was
Yeah.
the 5.0 motor that you speak of. Even though it was fuel injected, it was a terrible on gas. It was a great motor. You
Yeah,
couldn't
it was
kill
a, no, it was a it
but
was
it
a
will
great truck,
suck you dry.
especially when
Not in a
you.
good way.
Yeah, especially when
I thought that's
your
what you
entire
like
route is
that,
on the
when you
freeway and you're just
self-drive.
hammered down the whole way.
Yep.
Oh,
Thought you being self-drive.
Not to mention it was shaped like a brick.
Oh yeah, that didn't help matters.
It was about as
There was
aerodynamic as a brick.
Yeah. There was nothing aerodynamic about that
Driving
truck.
a
That
wall.
motherfucker, yeah. If there was the slightest bit of breeze, you felt like you weren't going anywhere because it just drove. It just drove through it. Like my car now, you can feel it when it's real windy out. You can feel the wind just blowing off. My truck, it was just like it's like taking a cold knife through a frozen stick of butter. It's like, so that's why I bought that Malibu back then. And that Malibu, man, when I bought that Malibu, I went from filling up twice a week to once every other week, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Yeah.
I get like a week and a
Amazing.
half.
Amazing what a four-cylinder can do.
that
Right.
car is small as hell to you, and I know it's tiny as hell to you.
I bet now you're like, damn,
Oh, yeah.
how can I get the neon?
Well, I will give Chevy credit on this that I cannot give Ford or Dodge the same credit on. The smaller cars, surprisingly,
Are comfy as fuck.
are really comfortable for larger people.
Yeah.
My Cruise, surprisingly, I'm quite comfortable in it. I got plenty of leg room.
Well, even
Granted,
them Sparks.
depending upon
I got
Yeah.
a buddy down the road here. He's got a Spark, a Chevy Spark. It's like the smallest. Well, it's the second smallest car Chevy makes, and he's
Oh, nice.
6'3", and he fits in it
Jesus
perfectly.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
now
says
I've been
it's
filling up
comfortable
my
as fuck.
car.
I mean,
Wicked,
he
I've
sits
been
in the
filling
back
up
seat,
my
whatever.
car. When it gets to half a tank, and the other day it was like $30 to fill up my car. So I imagine I'm about the same as you, $60 if I'm on empty.
I got an
wouldn't know.
Equinox. It took me $75 to fill it up. A 2013 Equinox,
Well,
a 4-cylinder.
so thanks to my ex-wife, I spend $100 Tuesday and Thursday.
That's crazy.
So
Oh, shit.
Well,
thank you,
when
thank you, Joe
when the
Biden.
eclipse is running,
I appreciate it.
when the eclipse is running, it gets about
I'm a good person.
it
It's
gets
biblical.
really
You're
decent gas
supposed
mileage,
to-
except for when I'm driving it.
Yeah,
When I got it so
Thank you,
modified, it
leaders,
sucks
so-
down gas anyway.
Right.
but
I got
it
the
is
so
what it is.
modified, it sucks down gas just looking at it.
You really gonna take that risk, youngin? Yeah, you gonna do it, aren't you?
What's he
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
Don't get fucking
You know
hit.
he's gonna do it. Oh, he's
Yeah, he
gonna
did it too. Ooh, oh!
Oh,
Did he get hit?
oh.
No, I would have
Damn
been
it,
out.
man,
I
you
would
just say
have.
turn the fucking camera. What the fuck are we staring at your ass for?
Welcome to a-
There's you got a camera in front of you. Turn. Damn it.
No, if he would have got hit, I
Viral
would have
shit,
ran down
man.
there.
Viral.
Whack! Fuck!
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Look at whack fuck here. Those
No,
videos
it's like I live
crack
like
me up
on
every
the
time one pops up. I'm like, oh, here we go.
yeah. I live on a main road, and this kid, he looked like he was about 12 or 13. He was like waiting to play Frogger to run across, and he looked like he barely got across. He had his bicycle. I'm like, ride that bitch. Nope, he's gonna run with his bike. 'Cause there's a bike park right across the street from me, and it's got all these big
Okay.
ramps and
I know where
and
that
it's all
is. Okay, I know exactly where you are now.
yeah. It used
I
to
know
be a
that
skate
bike
park
park.
back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that skate park.
In Ohio?
I fell off the fucking half pipe.
He's in Ohio.
Yeah. Well, now it's a
Trying to
big
be a
dirt,
smartass.
big.
Thinking
Yeah,
I knew
it's a
what I was
big
doing.
bike park, and they got these big, massive ramps and all this other stuff, and like it's
Oh.
all made out of dirt. And then you got all the I don't know. There's tons of fucking shit to do over there.
That shit is fun. Bike parks are fun.
I
they're
know. If I
black,
wasn't 40
they're
years
but-
old and knew better, I would go buy myself a bicycle. But
You
I'm
know
40
what?
and I know better.
You know what? Here's the thing. At 36, I had the brightest idea in the world. I said, I'm going to go buy me a bike. I'm going to ride that bitch, and I'm going to show these kids how to ride. I went a block, and I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm done. I give it to my kids.
That's it.
I was like, I'm going to sit here on the side of the road for a minute and have a cigarette. You guys go ride a bike.
That's it.
Yeah, no. Again, like I said,
thought I
I'm
was
40
cool
and
for all about
and
2
I know
seconds.
better. Yeah, I'm 40 and I know better, so I will not be tempting fate and going and getting a bicycle.
You know what it is? You know what it is, and I've noticed this. When you're younger, you look at someone our age and go, fuck, they're old. But when you're our age, you go, I'm not that old. I'm still young enough
They're
to
young.
do this. No, you think, I'm still young enough to do this. And then you try it, and then your body goes, you're an idiot. You are too old for
Exactly.
this.
No, I'm fucking old.
Exactly. That's why I don't go
fucking
roller
old for this.
skating no more. I know
You're-
better. I get
Oh, I made that mistake too.
Man,
I
that's
was like,
what we
I'm
need
gonna
to
buy
do.
me
A
some
nonsensical
rollerblades.
nonsense roller skate night.
Kids have those
Let's all
too.
go. Let's all get together and go
to
skate.
get the ambulance on standby.
We're going to skate for,
You know-
for a grand total of 3 minutes.
They might
Every
before
single one of
either
us
either one
is
of us
gonna
has a
be
heart
like-
attack or break something.
Did a
What?
It's probably gonna be a
roll
hit.
for this shit, and then we're
Motherfucker,
gonna
I'm
see
in
you're
the
gonna see
wheelchair
us
bound
taking
already, you son of a bitch.
skate off going,
What was that? What was that movie with all the
Why do they do this?
Which one?
all the kids that were skating? It was a black movie. What was that movie?
Oh, there was a bunch.
They still do it in like
Why does it have
Chicago
to
and
be a
Atlanta,
black
like
movie?
the skate,
Why
like
can't it just be a movie?
Oh,
Right.
because that's the best way to describe it. It was like it
all
was
black cast is
teenage
what he's
kids
saying.
that. Yeah, they all would go to the
Roll out.
skate and they did the dances and stuff. And if you
Roll
scroll
out.
like
the,
ATL.
yeah.
yeah, was it ATL?
Like Step It.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I like ATL.
That's
That
what-
was movie.
Now you know what's funny? Have you ever seen Daddy's Home with fucking Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg? When Will Ferrell decides
will.
to ride that fucking half pipe and he hits that fucking electrical wire.
He gets away.
And my wife damn near
And
fell
then
off
Mark
the couch
Wahlberg
laughing
is like,
so hard.
first
And
thing
she's
we
like, I don't
do
even like
is
Will
do
Ferrell.
not
That was funny as
panic.
fuck. He tries to ride Wahlberg's motorcycle and goes up the stairs of his own house. Seriously, I'm not the biggest Will Ferrell fan because I think he's a bit of an overactor. But holy shit, that movie's fucking hilarious. Both of them.
Would you say he's a bit extra for no reason?
Yes.
Yes. And
What are you
I'll
trying to
catch
say?
shit for it, but
What
Jim
are you trying
Carrey
to
does the
say?
same thing.
I was
you
just
trying to
asking
say,
Jeff a
Nick?
question
Oh,
about Will
no.
Ferrell.
I know what you meant.
What? Do you have a guilty conscience, sir? I don't know. I was asking Jeff about Will Ferrell. That's all I was
No,
doing.
no, no. Not guilty conscience, more like a memory. Like I've heard those words today.
I read them a lot today.
I don't know what you. I was busy working today. Apparently, unlike some of you guys, I was hard at work.
I was
I was doing
working,
stuff.
but
was at
literally,
work,
I got
yeah.
put on hold for like 20 minutes. So I'm just sitting there going,
Hold on.
I'll edit this.
Hold on. We need to check the blast radius. Tony D, are you still in Georgia?
Yeah, why?
Nowhere near around Ohio. How about you? Are you still in Mexico? Because
Oh, yeah.
I want to make sure we are clear. Oh, him working hard.
Right.
I was
Happen today?
actually
You got a long
today. Actually
That
today, I
reminds me.
did have to work.
So, the
Oh,
funniest
you
thing
did
about
have to
Chris's
work?
work story,
Yeah.
Chris messaged me, and he says, I have to take apart these tables, but apparently they're not important, and I'm not supposed to do these tables by myself. And I thought to myself, and I forgot to ask, who the fuck says you can't take a table apart by yourself?
Well,
It's a
okay.
table.
What kind of
So
table it
yeah,
is?
that was kind of
That was my
broken up.
second thought, though.
That was
Yeah,
that was
you
kind of
done.
broken up and not a full
136
story for you to understand.
dollars? What do you drive?
You got an expedition.
What do you have, the Munster car?
Golly, Blondie.
$136.
Hey, dude, I filled up the other day beside a guy who was filling up a diesel, and we were kind of chit chatting.
Oh.
And we were chit chatting, and he was like, I wish I was paying what you just paid to fill up your car." And I was kind of half-ass paying attention. I was like, "Yeah, it still sucks, man." And I looked up and I was like, "God damn, that's a car payment for me." And he was like, "Yeah, that must like legit. It costs
Oh, no.
more than my monthly car payment to fill up his truck."
Yeah.
Yep.
I was
Well,
like,
I
"Bro."
was looking at videos like that today, and I just thought of Pops, and I was like, he's got that big fuck off Ford.
Right?
Well, see, okay, so when I was in diesel class, I was talking my instructor to have a diesel truck. And I was kind of like
Right.
ribbing him a little bit, like, how does a diesel truck have a diesel vehicle? I mean, isn't that kind of like your thing? And he said, well, let me ask you this. I said, what? He said, what are diesels for? I was like, I don't know, heavy hauls, lot of torque. He's like, okay, so if I don't have like a fucking camper or I'm moving wood, why do I need a diesel other than to show off and overcompensate for a little pecker? I was like, okay, good point. He said,
Right.
besides,
Well, you know what?
everything on a diesel,
You don't need a big ass
costs
dually to
like
haul
3
wood, though.
times that of a
No.
gasoline
No,
vehicle.
no.
And he's
But
like,
a
I'm
diesel in
good with
general,
my
'cause you can get
GMC
single
full-size truck.
rear dualies or diesels. But you know what? In the UK, and even some of the cars down here in Mexico, you can buy them diesel from the factory, like fucking Jettas.
Well, yeah, the Jettas, the Rabbits. I mean, back in the day, the Rabbits
Yeah.
used to be. I heard a lot of German
You can
cars
get
that are
Mercedes
diesel.
diesels. Now, what's
Yeah.
really cool is you can actually, if you, right before it runs out of diesel, fill it with used vegetable oil, filter it, you fill it with used vegetable oil, fucker will still run.
That Blondie.
It's true.
Yeah.
I've done it.
No, Blondie.
I mean,
Blondie said the
you
limit
had
at
to change
Costco for
all
fuel.
your seals eventually, but
Yes.
Damn,
Yeah.
she had to pay for her
Blondie
gas.
said the Costco the card limit at Costco is $100. It cost her $136 to fill up her. I'm assuming she has an SUV
She's got an
or a pickup
expedition.
truck.
has
She's
to
got
be
an 80 hour
136.
expedition.
that's that big.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
that big.
an
What is it?
expedition.
That's
She's got
the
an 80
6-0.
hour expedition.
That's a
Oh,
6-0.
She's gonna be looking
And
at
I
it
don't
That's
at
mean to
thirsty.
throw
night.
her out
That's
there
a
like
thirsty
that, but
motor.
most of us can't afford what the fuck she's driving, so I feel her pain. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know,
I'm just, in all honesty, I'm just sitting back laughing at all you assholes. Not you assholes in
this in
general.
general.
but assholes in general that think they're fucking cute driving around their big jacked up trucks and their big ass SUVs and everything else right now. And I'm
What are you
just,
talking about? Next
yeah,
month
make
I'm
fun of
Yeah,
my
how your
cruise
Florida
now,
Georgia Line
baby.
attitude working out now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that
I see you
$100,000
driving.
truck working for you?
I see you driving 70 with your cruise control set at 70. Meanwhile, I'm still driving at 80.
Yeah, you're over here singing SIMPLE, huh? Go ahead.
I miss my
You know
Escalade.
what?
Sounds like this. I'm glad I don't
I
have
gotta
one.
hand it to some TikTokers out there still because they're still out there goofing off with vehicles.
Welcome,
And
Nursey.
there's a guy the other day had a motor sitting on a stand, on an engine stand, running it and playing with it. And I was like, dude, we know you're
Well,
rich.
he's
Calm
probably
That was
got-
a
down.
month. That was his. That's a budget thing.
Yeah, I was gonna
He's
say
like,
Yeah.
it's gotta be
no
it's gotta be like an old
four-wheelers this
video or
weekend,
something.
boy. We make TikToks. Fuck.
Because like he didn't even have a fuel tank hooked up. He had a bottle with a IV style to the carburetor, and I was like,
Right.
well, we get it. You're
Well,
rich.
well, then there's that. Okay, you're good to go, Blondie. I don't want to talk about that. Like I said, I drive damn near 100 miles a day, round
Yeah.
trip. So I used to have that luxury.
just to get
See-
to work. Just to get to
Yeah.
work, I have to walk all of 3 seconds.
I hope you fall down the stairs
Right. I'm a triple
every
roller.
day.
I'm making up
Every
I
day.
kind of do too. I kind of
Last
do
night I
too.
damn near fell asleep on the
Fucking
couch.
And when you fall down
Actually-
the steps, I hope you speak Spanish and go, "El."
I do. Every once in a while, I'll like stub my toe or something. I'll start cursing in Spanish. And my wife's like,
Hey,
"What are you
Tina.
doing?" I'm like, "It fucking hurt." She's like, "In your default English?" I'm like, "It is, but flair, I guess. I don't know."
My
I mean,
toes.
technically it's 90, but yeah, I'll round it up to 100. My job's about 45 miles from my house.
Yeah, but you got that.
But unfortunately, I can't afford to live closer to my job because
No.
it's stupid expensive. I would love to live by my job.
Cincinnati soon too.
I ain't worried about that. That's totally worth it. My job's not worth it. No, I'm just kidding.
Doesn't she have
I'm just kidding.
doesn't she have a state vehicle or city
Beautiful.
vehicle?
How you
she
doing?
can use?
Yeah, I don't know. No, she doesn't,
So
and I
her
don't
first
think.
car
That...
cruiser to pick you up. Come give me a ride.
Can I get a-
She shows up
Can I get a
first.
please?
Mr.
I don't need the
Blakemeyer,
escort.
Rules that
No.
I live by. Every interview.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't care about all that. That, like I said, that's worth it. And then that ain't that big a deal. But like I said again, my car gets great gas mileage. So it's not like I'm driving a fuck off SUV or something stupid like that
Right.
that gets 5 miles to a block.
Like an
Yeah. 5 gallons to a mile.
And like my buddy,
gas
his
station, and then ding, the lights on.
Yeah. My buddy and his wife,
Like,
his wife works at a hospital, and it's like right here in town. So she's maybe 2 miles from the hospital. And she's got a big, well, I think she's got a decent sized SUV. I don't know. I can't keep track of their cars, to be honest with you.
Me too, Nursey.
Well, sometimes she does. Sometimes she'll ride her bicycle too.
I don't
That's how
blame
you
her.
save money. You drive that car till it dies. You damn right.
damn
None of
right.
that.
the way
That's
it's
why
supposed
both
to
my cars
be.
are 20 years old.
You know,
Plus.
your car shouldn't be worth more than your house.
My car exceeded the 3-year limit, so I
Dude,
really should have already gotten
Chris's
rid of it.
car is worth
but
more than my house. My house was 35 grand.
my car is not worth more than your house.
That's
My
just
car
because
brand
you're
new's not even worth
when
more than
there's
your house.
depreciation.
No, I literally just bought the house in 2019. It was 35 grand out the fucking door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
you really
American
gotta
that
pay it
was
off.
$3 million.
Oh no, in American,
So-
it's if you bought it bought this same size house in the States, you're
His house is only 150 square feet though. We've all seen the movies. You know those little shanties that are on the side of mountain. That's what like in
Yes, but
Fast
I
and
got the
Furious
view
when
of
they
that
drove the
ocean,
Hummer.
baby. Yeah.
Remember when they drove the Hummer? That was Jeff's neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Just watch it slow enough, you can see me wave.
It all makes sense now.
That is twice that I've made 2 movie references correctly to 2 franchises that I don't like.
Yeah, but Bad
Exactly.
Boys is
Hey,
not
you
that
know
hard
what,
to
Glenn?
do.
We should really watch those movies again and like do freeze frames because I wonder if he's an extra. in it.
Jeff? Oh, I bet he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, of course. I'm gonna buy a
Yeah,
guy.
he probably is.
Going,
He's going.
Hey, where's my name at? My name. I looked at all the credits, all of them.
Nice.
My name
Sure, I
in
like
there.
it.
You better put it in there.
Hey, you guys.
Roger Simons. Hey, what's up, bud?
You know what? That is a
That's
good
good.
name.
That's
I
good.
might name the Eclipse of
Lazarus.
Malibu that.
That's hilarious. He named his truck Lazarus. That's hilarious as hell.
I, I had a
Roger's
truck
a
like
good
that
dude.
once upon
Everybody
a
follow
time.
Roger Simmons. He does prayers every
I'm
night for
so
everybody. God
yeah.
bless that
Oh,
man.
nice.
I was so
How you
broke.
doing, Roger? God bless that man.
That is
I
a
Whoa.
was
good
so
name for a
broke. I went to
truck.
college to learn how to work on my car,
If
so I
you
didn't
spend
have to
more than
pay for a
5 minutes in
mechanic
here, Roger,
anymore.
you're going to be saying a lot of prayers for us.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, the power of Christ compels you.
Listen, hey, look, hey,
Roger's
look.
going to start praying to all the gods. He's like, what do y'all got to hear this and help these for? I swear.
You're like that guy. Are you like that guy in the Mummy?
Fucking Betty.
Two things. He knows his hip hop, and I give him his respect. He knows his hip hop. Nursey, I am
Oh,
doing better.
nice.
Thank you. I worry about you too. I was going through your Instagram pictures earlier today. We gotta talk.
Welcome to Nonsensical Nonsense, where Tony is our resident man whore.
Yeah, no kidding. I
For
thought
the
I
I
was
know.
the
women,
man
Is he
horse.
bastards.
getting that? You know, again?
I didn't say.
I'm handing my crown to Tony. Go for it.
You jumped on that real quick, and nobody said that anything about you and men. I feel like somebody else in this room has a guilty conscience. I'm
I
just
don't have a
saying,
guilty conscience.
Tony,
I
if
gotta focus.
you're
I
hiding
gotta
something,
focus.
you don't have to bear that burden anymore. Come on
Let
out.
me just be
We'll
clear.
accept
Don't
you.
blame
We're your
don't blame
brothers, and we will love you.
easy, Roger.
Roger's
Don't
like, I
blame me.
cast thee out.
Lil
I
Jon
cast thee
she
out.
possesses my weakness. Let me just say it like that.
The machi cheese.
I ain't Betty. I ain't gonna start with you today, woman. Nobody cracks somebody without a picture on their profile.
In the name of Jesus.
says, I'm tempted to post that picture I sent you guys because it just literally looks like Chris is cuddling with Tony. It was completely unintentional because I had to do like 3 different actions.
There's
to
your
do that
guilty
picture.
conscience, Glick. There's your guilty
Yeah.
And
conscience.
I was literally putting all 4 of us in one picture, and then I got done and I saved it and then looked at it, sent it to you guys, and then looked at it again, and that's what's wrong with it. It looks like
You
Chris
just a
is cuddling
jealous
with
bitch.
Tony.
You just
Oh,
a jealous
thank
bitch. I got brown
Why
bear.
would I be a
Got me a little brown bear to cuddle with. Big old brown bear.
Because the out of the pictures you guys sent me,
Be good, nurse. Take care.
Tony's was so far. He
Have a
had
good
like
one,
a
Nurse
shadow
Blondie.
over his face, so I couldn't lighten it up enough to see him well. So I found one on
You
his
say about
Facebook
that-
page, and then the only one that Chris approved was the one of him in his car like this.
No, the only one I approved was you
I
I know,
laying in
right?
the
And
bed.
it looked like you.
Laying in the bed. you're like thirst
Hold on,
trap
why you
lunch.
saying
I'm
that
like,
shit?
it's not a
On
thirst trap.
the
That's
bed,
literally-
Jesus Christ, dude! You sent that picture, and I was like, what the fuck am I
Right.
supposed to do with this?
Exactly.
Oh no! You asked for dude.
Make it look
You
like
asked for
stuff.
selfies, and then you started yelling at me because we were taking so long. And I'm like, I'm trying to find them. Not that I don't take selfies, but I'm trying to find selfies.
You literally said,
because
I don't take stuff.
Easy, Roger. Easy.
confession is good. Get him,
Roger.
Roger. Get him,
You
Roger.
didn't say you don't
And
take
then Mike
selfies.
with
Your
his
first
Mike with
question
his
is,
extra
do I
pictures
have
don't
to
have
be
his face
shirtless?
in the thing.
Well. Speaking of the selfies and the pictures that asked for, Jeffrey did ask for me to send dick pics in our group chat.
No, I did not.
Oh my
She's- yeah.
You
god.
said I don't take pictures. I don't take selfies. I said just take a fucking
Look,
selfie, you dick.
Look, we don't
And you
need
put-
no micro
You
machines
said-
in our group chat.
Just to
said-
clarify, I'm not
We
asking
don't
for
need
a
no
dick pic.
micro
I'm asking
machines
for a
in our
selfie.
group chat. It's not a charity case. What did you want us to do? You send a dick pic, and we all go, "Oh, it's so cute."
Yeah, that's
No,
fine.
we
You can
don't
do
need
that.
That's because Mike
No.
separately chats
That's-
me.
It's so
and says, "Get
petite.
him to send pictures. I want to see."
That's you can call it
I
cute
feel
if you
sorry
want.
for you.
I call it a
That
weapon
picture
of
you in
inadequate
bed, I was like,
destruction.
Inadequate destruction. I love that. I gotta write that down. Hold on. I will write this in my official Star Trek notebook.
Nice.
Inadequate destruction. Yeah, isn't it awesome?
Star
Isn't it
Trek
awesome?
notebook.
Got the Delta
Does that come
logo.
with your virginity card?
Wow. That's not. You know what?
No, Rubik's Cube did.
Why?
It comes with the virgin starter pack.
Wow.
the lifetime virgin starter pack.
Yeah.
Inadequate destruction. Perfect.
Fucking got a diary. Holy shit.
Well,
It's
so,
the wad.
Wait.
What?
Or the wid. The wid.
Oh.
The weapon
He's
of
just
inadequate
jealous because
destruction.
I'm a captain and he's not.
Oh.
I am so jealous.
I'm a captain. I'm a captain.
Yeah, we're so jealous.
Official. I have captain's pins.
Yeah.
Photons at
Rubik's
full
Cube
blast.
in the world.
At my parents' house, I got lieutenant's
it's
pins.
not-
Does that count?
It's not photons at full blast.
It's thrusters on
That's
full.
That's why you're not the captain. That's why you're not the captain. Moving on.
Yes, but I actually was a lieutenant.
No, I'm the drunk
so
asshole
there's
in
a
the back of the
difference.
ship that's causing a mutiny. There's 100 of us and one of him. We could take him and I could be the captain. I'm just saying.
They'll be like, he doesn't even know what photons are.
Right. Captain Log flush.
Yeah, I saw that. That's funny. I like that.
Told you, Roger does his prayers, but Roger's down with some shit. I fucks with Roger.
Well,
No, like I said, I know sometimes we get a little bit out. So sometimes I worry, like when Edward Lynn comes in here, it's like I don't want to offend, but we are who we are. But he hangs out with us and he gets a kick out of it. So
Yeah.
He truly does.
well, that's something that Chris, you and I were talking about the other day. Is no matter what, we're not going to change who we are to suit one or two people.
No.
That's the beauty of the show, is that we are who we are no matter what. I mean, when Mike finally comes out the closet, we'll accept it.
Ooh.
I don't know what you're wooing about down there, Machichi.
Let's play something you
What?
okay.
You know what? I cannot help it. I help it that I am in a closet right now. That is not my fault. It has to be. And I lost my
I just-
It
house,
is
and
your
now I'm in a
fault.
closet.
It is so simple to go, guys. It's true.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We'll wait.
Well, in Mike's defense, and we should thank his
I won't.
captors
I'm living in a
because
closet because
His
I
captors.
lost my house.
because Mike
But-
did
and
fall
I
for
lost
the old
everything. Let's just joke about that.
yeah. Mike did
Now
fall
I
for
live
the
in a
old
closet
free
like Harry
candy
Potter.
white van that pulled up outside of the playground, and Mike got in the got in the van, and
Mike's like,
now
"Free
he's locked in a
candy, cool."
basement. So we should say thank you to his
They were
captors and
offering
his
for Wi-Fi.
that they let him come in here a couple times a week. If they would let him come in on time, that would be amazing. But
Listen,
They have to
In
remind
between-
him every time. Do not call for help.
No.
after watching Pulp
Combination
Fiction,
of
I don't
lots.
crack on nobody locked in the basement anymore. Just so you know.
Oh, bet that, dude. I watched that movie the other day. I forgot.
I kept
about
Cameron.
that
I
scene,
kept
and was
Cameron in the basement in a cage for about 5 years. So
No, that's not good.
No,
yeah,
seriously.
Cam Dale, ask him.
We
He'll
watched
tell you.
Pulp Fiction. That scene with Ving Rhames was like,
God, that was so messed up.
Wait. The scene with the dude
Jesus.
coming out just fucking giggling. That motherfucker had lost all hope in life. He was just, I said, no. I was like, Bruce, yeah, go ahead and do it, Bruce. Go ahead and do it. He got to go.
Yeah. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely,
literally-
Roger. These three
I-
gentlemen are my brothers,
I've always seen.
and we
clips
fight like
and,
brothers too.
Like I've never seen the whole thing.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, I've always missed one spot or another.
That's
The
it.
other
You've
day I
never
said
watched
that, I
Pulp
said, like,
Fiction all the way through?
I've seen it, but I've always I've missed a section or
I've
something.
watched it all the way through twice, but I can't
I've never
get past
watched
that
it all the
fucking
way
scene.
through.
What did I watch the other
100%
day with
focused
Bruce
on.
Willis in it?
Shit, how many Bruce
About
Willis
every
movies are
movie
there?
in the
Pulp
past
Fiction?
6 months.
Oh, yeah. No.
Jesus.
So, yeah, right. I watched Once Upon a Time in Venice with Bruce Willis.
What?
I haven't seen that yet.
Once Upon a Time in Venice.
Me and Tony get the same
I think
reaction.
it might be a Tarantino film. I'm not 100% sure, but it's it's really
No,
Jason
probably
Momoa
not.
plays a gangster for like a cholo,
Nice.
and it's funny because he's got the accent and everything. But Jason Momoa is in it. Bruce Willis is in it. The cast is a lot of guys like. You see him and you're like, oh, I know him. He's in fucking there and everything.
Yeah, he's one of
But
those actors, right?
Bruce Willis was like a private detective in Venice Beach out in California or whatever. He used to be a cop, blah, 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 blah. The chick that
Isn't that
played
every Bruce Willis movie in the past 3 years.
ever. ever.
Yeah.
He
When does he
used to
ever
be a
not
cop.
play a
He's a
cop
cop.
or a CIA agent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Or
like at
US
the beginning of
Marshal
the
or some
movie,
shit like that.
at the beginning of the movie, Bruce Willis is on his skateboarding down the road, completely ass naked, because he was sleeping with the chick that he was paid to find, and she was Samoan, and her brother's typical giant Samoan fuckheads
Right.
catch him. So they try to, they were going to kick his ass, and then he takes off and jumps. He's naked. He's got a gun. So one of his former buddies. It's you just watch the movie. It's actually a good movie, but like there's a whole 10-minute scene of Bruce Willis skateboarding naked through Venice, trying to get away from the Samoan brothers who want to beat him
Chris
to death.
put it on loop.
No, I just put it in slow motion.
No, you know
that was
what?
a good scene.
Speaking
What's
of
up, Brucey?
speaking of movies, I
Watch
watched
it
a
in
movie
slow
last
mo.
night. I bought
Rewind.
subscription to MGM,
Rewind.
Rewind.
and
Oh,
MGM
I
on
see where they're
Prime
going with
has
this.
a bunch of
Looking like
old classic movies, and I watched a Kevin Costner, Gene Hackman movie last night called No Way Out. I think it's called.
That's
Oh,
an
yeah,
old
that's
ass
good one.
movie. Jesus.
Yeah, I think
And,
so.
oh my god, I'd never seen it before. And then,
It's a good
spoiler
movie.
alert, in the end, Kevin Costner's actually Russian.
Okay.
Thanks.
They're literally,
He's Russian.
well,
What?
Gene Hackman plays the Secretary of Defense, and Kevin Costner is
You're right.
a naval commander in the U.S. Navy.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that's another guy who
Gene
played
Hackman
a really
brings him
good
in
bad guy.
and
Now it
said-
makes sense.
and Kevin Costner's fucking this chick, and in love with her, and Gene Hackman's also fucking this chick. She's her mistress. She's his mistress,
She gets around, huh?
and when Costner goes out with her for the weekend, Hackman gets jealous, going, "Who is he? Who is he?" Smacks her, accidentally throws her off the stairs. She breaks her back, dies by landing on the kitchen table, glass table, and him and I can't remember the guy's name, and he's one of those guys. He's in Gone in 60 Seconds. He plays the guy that goes to Nick Cage and says, "Your brother's in trouble. You gotta help him." I work.
That's
for
Will
him.
Patton. Yeah, he's a good actor
Yeah,
too. That's
yeah.
another guy. He's
He's
another,
in it.
another one. Yeah.
He says we can cover this up, and they get Costner's character to start investigating a Russian that's a rumor, so they can pin it on whoever saw Hackman go in, and it turns out it was the Russian they're actually looking for, which everybody thought was a myth, was fucking Costner the whole time.
That sounds good.
Kevin Costner's
Amazing.
another one of those guys that he doesn't do it very often, but he plays a good bad guy.
Well, the whole time you have no fucking clue that you have no remote clue that he could be working with the Russians, because you think they're just looking for a conspiracy theory they can use, and it turns out it was a true thing. It was
Right.
fucking
Yeah.
weird. It's a good damn movie. It's called No Way Out. But the whole
That's
time
an
he's
old
like,
movie. I remember that movie. I
yeah,
never
it's
saw
old.
it.
It's
but I
like
remember
in
it
like
came out.
Yeah, I was
83 or something like
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna say that's a super old
87.
movie because it's been a hot minute since I've seen it. I know what you're talking about. Speaking of movies, I do have a movie-related top 10 tonight
I dare
that
you.
I think you guys are gonna get a kick out of.
I dare you.
Well,
What are you daring me for? I'm not challenging you. I'm just
Since
saying
we're
that
going on that theme-
I have a top 10 list of movies that I think you guys would like. Tony's like, I dare
Challenge
you.
you, Glick.
My top
This
10 about
week's-
movies will be better than yours. You
Yeah.
son of a
This
bitch.
week's-
You
I'm
crack-ass
calling my shit out.
motherfucker.
Yeah, you know me well. You know me
This
well.
week's starting five is movie themed as well, gentlemen.
You know me well. Shit.
Well, it's
I had a
always
couple
movie or
options,
TV themed.
but you helped me. You helped me make the decision just with that top 10 being movie themed. The starting five is movie themed as well, and I already know what it is. I will announce it in the second hour, but it is movie themed, and it is something. As a movie fan, I'm always a fan of, but not a fan of in real life.
Porn. Sex.
You know
Women?
How about
Sex with women. Jeff does not like having sex with women.
yeah.
More for me. More for me.
So we've established all three of you are gay tonight.
Yeah, apparently. We're just waiting on Chris so we can all join the LGBTQ
I'm
LMNT,
not allowed.
M.
I'm not allowed. I've already been told you're not allowed. You're not welcome here. We don't like your kind. What kind is that? Just you.
Gotcha, Nazi.
Just you in general. Okay.
I'm a class of my own, folks.
You're your own
I'm
matter,
Glick.
Jeff. You're your own fucking matter.
I'm just Glick.
Yeah, it's LBGTQ, but the G stands for Glick.
Glick Lives Matter.
There's your t-shirt. Glick Lives Matter.
That might get me in trouble.
You know what? You need to make that buy one and just give it to your broster.
That will get you in trouble.
Don't listen to vocab. We'll be canceled.
Oh shit.
He would probably
Tell him
get-
it was my idea.
Well, speaking of my broster, we could add him to the long list of people that I've pissed off in the last month. I pissed him off last weekend.
Who, me?
No, my broster.
Oh.
Because he said he posted something because he joined this paranormal group, and I was like, I can't remember. It was
You mentioned that Nick Frost TV show.
no, it was like the Newark Paranormal Association or Newark Paranormal Group or something. Hey, by the way, you guys owe me $50 for mentioning your name, you pricks.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I was like, what does that stand for? Newark Punk Ass Group? and he was like, you're just mad because I'm actually a part of a paranormal group and you're not. And I'm like, what am I mad about? Because you've once again decided to try to be like me and not be yourself. And he was like, whatever, you're such a bitch. So I just said a bunch of smiley face emojis.
Those are the arguments I want to be sitting on the couch go, ooh, this is about to be good.
Yeah, I just sent a bunch of smiley face emojis back. And he was like, fuck you. And I'm like, smiley face, smiley face, smiley. So that's all I was doing just because I knew it would aggravate that. I'm such an asshole of a big brother. I really am. What's going on, Liddy? Like, I really am an asshole of a big brother. He was so mad and wanted to argue, it was just smiley face.
Knowing the situation with your brother, you should totally be helping develop the brotherly love. But no, you're just like, I'm tear him down.
I should. But, I mean, it literally, like, everything about, like, he tries to be me so bad. And I don't know if I should be like, it's like Mike. Like, I don't know if I should be flattered or if I should just break his balls. It's the same thing with Mike. I'm getting single white female twice, and one of them's by blood. Did Tony join the clan? What's going on down there?
I walked to the bedroom and put a shirt on.
Turn the lights out. He just needs to light a candle
Changing
now.
his shirt. All I can see is his shirt.
He's Martin Lawrence in Bad Boys 2 at the beginning, when Martin Lawrence and Will Smith were undercover and they were at the Klan meeting.
No, actually, I just whipped it out and I just put it away. You're welcome.
Oh, is that why it got so dark in there? God damn, son. Keep that monster put away. Good Lord.
That was my
I'll scare somebody.
Scared me. That thing's taller than me.
Just here in 2 EQ. What the hell? 2 EQs in Japan, 6.4. Oh, earthquakes. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, that was in
6.4 and a 7.3.
Japan.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what Lenny just said.
Earlier.
Yeah, holy shit. Wow, those are big ones.
Yeah, that's not small.
That's what she said.
That's not what she said. Not to me, anyways.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, Crick's never heard those words.
She said, "Oh, look at the little fella.
Oh, it's cute. Are
Hey,
you
little
cold?
guy."
Wait. Oh, listen.
Don't poke
You in
him.
here. That's why you
You
cold.
talking about celebrities? She said this dude pull out his dick, and she said, "Hi, little wee man. How you doing? You so cute, little wee man." Oh, that's fucked up.
Boop. Oh, got your nose, little buddy. Stop it.
That's all my nose.
Give his nose back.
Oh shit!
It's not funny. It's cold in here.
This is shrinkage.
I'm a
It's
grower, not a show.
112 in here, Chris. Come on.
Trying to play peekaboo.
I'm a grower, not a shower,
He's the
damn it. Well,
eternal.
when are you gonna grow? I don't know. I take my vitamins and say my prayers like most all
And then she's like, we're waiting. And she's just like, we're waiting. Anytime.
She pulls out a magnifying glass, tweezers. I got this.
Got a little pepper for him. Is he allergic?
No, that doesn't work.
Let me show you this sweet magic trick I know.
Hold your nose and blow.
Poke.
Oh shit. Oh.
It is what it is, guys. You know, some of us aren't blessed. You know, God said, "Glick, you can have brains, good looks, great personality, everything else, but you're gonna have a small package." And I was apparently drunk when we were talking, and I took a small package.
He had his fingers crossed the whole time.
You son of a bitch!
I mean, Tony D said, "I'll take the package. You can have my hair." Clearly, so that was his trade-off.
Some bitch grew so big as.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, but it's cool for black guys to be bald. And, you know,
Yeah, you know what?
I look like
almost any black guy you know.
You ever seen a guy that
bald? You ever seen me
Oh,
bald? Holy
listen.
shit, I look terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I look like a
satellite.
satellite.
I look like a former member of the
Skinhead.
Aryan Brotherhood that's in witness protection,
Right?
or as Jeff said, a penis.
A penis.
You do. You look like a penis with a
Maybe
beard.
that's how. I shake my head. I'm like, yeah, fucking huge. I'm a giant. No, never mind.
Yeah.
I was about to set you guys
Seriously.
up with something so easy.
Go onto YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
It is. Chris with a beard and a bald head looks like a penis in a witness protection program.
Oh God!
No, you're not lying. You are a giant.
You look like Osama bin Laden's penis.
What the fuck? How do you know what his
Bin
penis
Laden
looks
had a
like?
beard about as long as yours.
Yeah, well,
I'm assuming his dick grew up too.
We're having
Sorry for
two
breaking
different conversations tonight. Clearly, I just heard Osama bin Laden. I have no idea where.
I don't know.
But
Just
it's there.
talking about.
It's on the replay on Spotify.
I had to go back and see if I can get a screenshot or a video, a short snippet of a video.
Oh my gosh.
You know, sometimes we make decisions in life that
Don't pan
you know,
out.
I've made a lot of bad decisions in my life.
Oh, we know. We met one. I've talked to one on the phone.
Fair enough. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all, though.
And he's saying, push the button, Blake.
Push the button. Now, you know.
Unfortunately, most of our bad decisions
Woo!
are
Who dodged that fucking
broadcasts.
bullet? I felt like Neo in the Matrix. Pew! Whoa, got lucky. That's what it's like to be fucking Keanu Reeves.
Hey, you know what? I have something, a little PSA here. Something I
Jesus
realized.
Christ.
You know how when you know.
Oh, speaking of
you can
PSAs.
I know, right?
You know how you can tell when your kids really think you're cool? Is they watch your worst YouTube videos over and over. I got done with the show on
Still
Monday.
trying to.
I popped outside and my kids were watching my YouTube videos that I made. And I was just like, what are you watching? This sucks. And they're like, it's you. And I was like, oh shit, that is me.
Wait a minute.
You do.
Wait a minute.
You do suck.
In the words,
Quite well.
in the words, Shrek, hold the phone.
First ex-wife, Tony. Come on.
You're cool?
He had wifely duties.
You can think it's cool?
Okay.
Say it again, Mike.
Make me a sandwich and.
Your kids think it's cool?
I know, right? It's crazy.
I'm still trying to
They're
get to
still
that
young,
point
aren't they?
because, like, my kids. Well.
Yeah, but you're at that
they'll-
you're at that point where your kids are just like, Dad.
Well, but they like
Oh, yeah,
they'll watch like they loved when I finally
where
got
mine
on
are
TikTok. They thought it was so cool, and I know
Now
they
they're
watch my
embarrassed.
videos and stuff like that. And then now they and then they think it's cool that because they want to listen to the podcast. I don't know how often they do and whatnot. But every time we get in the car and I have it playing, I usually change it because sometimes we go a little bit off the rails, and
Yeah.
it's like, not really. And they're like, "Oh, what are you turning it off for?" And it's like, but then when I talk
'Cause I
about
know
it,
what's
I'm
about to be
whatever,
said.
man. Yeah, exactly.
I've,
They're
I've,
like,
let 'em-
oh.
I've let them listen about 5 minutes, or
Mm.
until Blake starts talking, and then
Well,
I'll be
we've
like, well,
cleaned
that's
up a
enough of
lot
that.
too, so
No, well, like my kids will actually watch while I'm live because the notification pops
yeah,
up on the PlayStation, and they're like, "Ooh, Dad's on live." I'm like, "What? No."
yeah. Well, Jason's usually right there with Toady. When the kids are
Yeah,
here,
but you
they're
can't
they're
necessarily
popping
hear
in and
us.
out. They
So
know what
good
we.
for
But
those
also at the
big
same
guys.
time, from where we used to be to where we are now,
Yeah,
we've
there's a
cleaned
huge
up a
difference.
lot.
I
A
would
lot.
much rather my kids listen now than when we
Yeah,
started.
yeah. When we first started, I think even your mom would listen to us now and not be so offended.
I
I
think
said
she would
so
listen
offended.
while we're doing. She might actually, she said if I send her clips of us
Mm.
picking the starting five, then she'd listen to that.
You should listen
Because
to
that's
that.
Hour.
Fuck
that's
you,
our
you pussy! What a
at
bitch
our
ass
most
pick,
calm.
you motherfucker! Yeah, that is what she wants to listen to. Don't listen to everything else. Just listen to us screaming at each other for an hour.
Yeah.
Why do you need that? Why do you need that kind of rejection, Jeff? To
No, you know
hear
what?
your mom vote for
My mom
Tony
is
or Glick or myself?
super religious. Like my mom is at church right now. I
No, his
guarantee you.
his mom is super religious. Like even back when Jeff and I were in
Well,
school,
that's what I'm hearing.
because Jeff's parents started having babies when they were like 14, and they have like 473 kids. And their oldest one is 75. So so
Well,
they're
no,
like
I have my
super
dad's first
religious, and the
marriage.
fact
He
that
had
she
two
did
kids, and then my mom and dad had four.
just the fact that she did come in and listen for the first 4 or 5
10
episodes
episodes.
was amazing.
Whole
Because Jeff's mom, I've
Yeah.
met her a couple times, and she really is. She's one of the sweetest ladies you'll ever meet in your life. She's an absolute sweetheart, and
Yeah.
it blew my
She
mind when
listens
she came
to
in and she
like
listened to it.
like seriously. Only in the past I
Except
would
on
say
pool day.
5 years does my mom not
Yeah.
cringe when I curse.
Don't mess around with Wendy's.
Don't mess
Like,
around
seriously.
with Wednesday.
When I would when I was
Wacky
in my
Wednesday Pool
20s,
Noodle Day.
if I cursed while talking
We'll
on the
be
phone
here.
with my mom, you could almost hear her cringe.
Be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
But
And now
before we
she's
go to
just
break,
kind of water off the duck's back.
before we go to break, real quick, because your PSA reminded me.
Yeah.
I gotta wait. I'm laughing so hard. I'm crying right now. Michael, do you have words of wisdom?
I haven't sent you something,
It's
Michael,
your-
so you have no excuse.
It's your one
Thanks for
job.
thanks for the warning.
Well, you should just have it
That's why I
prepared.
sent you that photo.
No, I'm not prepared. Not today. I
had
told you,
something.
I
sent
just
you
got off
something.
of work and then ran here.
Where
You
did I
had
send
since
it?
Saturday to find words of
All
wisdom.
right.
Hey, I did pretty good on Saturday. I had it all written
Do
out.
do
and ready.
do do.
I sent you something.
Mike has no
Marcus.
words of wisdom tonight. He's Mike. He has no words,
You have to be wise.
and there's no
first.
wisdom to be had.
Oh, I have plenty of words. Believe me, they're just not wise.
Hold on,
And instead-
I might have something.
Jeffrey,
gotta
maybe
find
Glick, because Glick's always got words of wisdom.
I could have swore I sent something to Mike.
I think that's more like
A wise man once
depending on
told
who you're
me, and this
talking
is words to
to.
live
Oh, no
by.
shit. Oh shit.
You have to know when to
Confucius said,
hold them.
"Man who piss into
You
wind,
have to
wind
know
respect."
when to fold them. Never count your money when you're at the table.
No when to walk away. No when
Know when to run.
down.
You gotta know when
That's
to run.
funny because a wise man once told me
Big time enough
shit gets twice.
when the deal is done. You better dun, 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 dun.
Don't drink downstream from cattle.
Don't take a whiz on. Hey, that's fun, man. That's a fun
Don't
game to
piss
play
on
if
an
you're from the
electric
country.
fence. There's words.
That
of
was a
wisdom.
That's a fun game to
That was a
play. Is
Friday
it on
night.
or is it not? Yeah.
That's a
Don't
fun
drink
game to play.
downstream
Right
from
now,
cattle.
put it out. We'll put money on it. Yeah.
I could've What I said. I
That's
saved
that
it.
Christmas story bullshit right there.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's just that white people shit. That's what we did for fun.
Oh, okay.
That's Ren
Cow
and Stimpy.
tipping, pissing on electric
Just kill
fences.
it.
Been there more times than I'd like to count. Drunk as shit.
Yeah.
That's not an electric fence. It'll be fine.
Ladies, that's what
You got electric, you barbed wire.
Looking,
Oh, yes, you can.
looking,
Yeah.
throwing on shit.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Actually, the Ren and Stimpy don't whiz on the electric fence. That was the game.
Don't whiz. Oh, yeah. You've
The
had
song,
since
"Don't Whiz
Saturday
on
to
the
prepare.
fence."
It's okay.
I could
I
surprise.
can have some by the last
Sounds
hour.
like
If you go
No,
to
it's
break,
supposed to be
I'll put my thoughts together real quick.
how long do you need?
You know what?
I'm a disappointed dad right
With
now. I'm a disappointed dad.
disappointment.
I'm a disappointed dad right now.
While you're staring at me intently with disappointment, I will say that last week I cued you.
Meanwhile, I don't even have break music pulled up yet,
You
and I'm yelling
Yeah.
at you.
got me up and say, "Hey, do you have anything?" This is when we have
Mike,
the phones.
Mike, check your TikTok
Oh,
direct message. I sent you
shit.
something.
What?
Okay.
Breaking fucking news in the
I sent you something
NFL.
that you can use.
I didn't get it yet.
8-time Pro Bowl linebacker has joined the Buffalo Bills.
Scroll up.
Von Miller.
Who?
Oh,
6 years, $120 million.
Look at this.
he's going
Mike,
for another Super Bowl.
Look at the screen.
Didn't he just... He was on the Rams, right?
Rams.
That's the video.
So he's got one with
It's on
Denver.
TikTok.
He's got one with the
I
Rams.
DM'd
We're trying
you.
to do
Now
one
he
in
thinks he's
Buffalo.
going to get one with the... He ain't getting one in Buffalo because they got to go through Cleveland this year.
They will.
They ain't worried about Buffalo. They're going to get their dicks knocked
You
in the
find
dirt
it?
by fucking Bill Belichick and his new Tom Brady.
He's not Tom Brady.
Mike, I'm
Not
gonna send
yet.
it to you on Snap.
He won't ever win as many championships. But you know what? Tom Brady won't ever win as many championships as me either. So
He might.
no, he won't.
He's
I wish he would. I want him to get 10. I want one on each one of his fingers. That's a beautiful man.
Check your Snap,
And
Mike.
he's a Wolverine. Speaking of Wolverines, former Wolverine
Love
Chase
it.
Winovich joined the Browns this week. Man, the Cleveland Browns love their Michigan Wolverines. I'll tell you what. They draft them and they pick them up in free agency. They love their former Wolverines in Cleveland.
Sound like the Falcons loving all the Alabama
I
players.
saw you posted something about somebody getting drafted to the Browns. Who was it?
No, there was a free agent signing. It was Amari Cooper, a wide
Okay.
receiver out of the Cowboys. I was shitting myself because Amari's my guy,
You were
even though he
livid.
plays for the
He's not the
fucking
same,
Cowboys.
but he
But Amari's
Anymore.
he's probably one of the better, probably one of not the best, but one of the best wide receivers in the league. And bring him to the AFC. Bring him to the AFC North. Let Amari eat them fuckers up in Baltimore, Cincy, and Pittsburgh. Because there ain't nobody covering that motherfucker in the AFC.
You sure?
You won't cover me either because I won't be there.
Are you sure?
Well, he's a wide receiver, so you would have to be
I
trying to
would
cover
never.
him.
They would never even let me remotely go into the NFL.
Well,
Maybe as a mascot, a water boy,
How tall are you?
5'3".
No, you ain't gonna make it.
damn, that still blows my mind that you're only 5'3".
I know.
Every
right?
time I always think you're like 5'6", 5'7". You are literally almost a foot shorter than
Dude,
me.
I would stab a motherfucker right now if I could gain 3 inches.
Roger, I would say no because you don't know who's gonna play anymore.
I love sports, Roger. Lenny, get out of here with that nonsense.
Right.
I'm ready, Glick. If you want to jump it.
Well, now it's break time. Make it quick.
Go to break.
Make it quick. like your
Make it
sex.
quick. You're gonna tell me to make it quick? Nothing I do is quick,
Gay.
Yeah, trust me, we've had that
She said,
conversation. We
except
know.
for well, for one thing. Except for one thing, and that's why I do other things. So yeah, there's just one thing I do quick.
Gay.
Word of wisdom, isn't it?
Well, pretend that words of wisdom is you
just
doing
read
that
what I
one thing
sent you,
that you
Mike.
do quick. Yeah, just read what Jeff sent you.
Because it's
Just
actually pretty good. It
No,
kind of
do
goes
do
along with
do
what you were
do
saying last time.
I didn't feel the
do.
inspiration
Here's
of it,
Mike.
but
He has
was in the right
words,
spot.
and they have wisdom in it. It's Mike's words of wisdom. I'm looking for a break song, anyways.
Yeah, there you go.
That's your cue
Okay.
to
Oh,
give us
okay.
your
So
words of wisdom.
basically, I'm
Yeah,
Jesus
that was your
Christ.
cue.
your ass. That's really what it
As you
is.
freeze.
What's up, Ed? How you doing?
Today's words of wisdom is sometimes you have to lose everything to realize who you are and then come back stronger than what you were ever before. Just because you're going through a hard time in your life, you don't have the answers that you need.
This too shall pass.
Sometimes you just need to wait it out, realize things, and see what you're doing, see where you really need to go, and then move forward there. Um, People in life, they get a little too comfortable. Even in abusive situations, they'll be in an abusive relationship, but they're comfortable, so they stay. But that doesn't help you be who you're supposed to be. It doesn't. It's not good for you. So you need to lose that, and you might lose everything else. But then that's when you find your grit. That's where you find who you are as a person, and then you can come back a better one. Take every opportunity as a blessing, because sometimes, will you quit sending me shit?
Focus,
Right?
Ed.
I'm over here trying to give words of wisdom, and nonsensical nonsense is going off all over.
Lord Jesus. Focus. Focus.
But yeah, sometimes you need to lose everything to see what you need to do to begin with. So I don't know if that made sense, but that's kind of where I'm at. I'm in a rebuilding year.
Mm-hmm.
I have literally went from having everything to losing everything. I don't even have my own place anymore. Don't even have my kids the way I'm supposed to.
Sometimes a restart is all you need, brother.
Yep.
But
You
what's
find
going
out what's
on, Edward
important
Lynn?
what's important in life. You know,
Yeah.
I spent half of my life thinking that what was important in life, and the only thing I did was hurt my body. And when my daughter asked me what my favorite color was 3 years ago, and my daughter is, well, she's 13 now, but she asked me 3 years ago what my favorite color was because I was never around because I was always working. I found out when I lost it all because I lost my job, I lost my house, I lost my car, I've lost 60% of my visitation, I've lost everything, and now I know that the most important thing is my kids. So sometimes losing everything clears your head, shows you where you need to go.
No, 100%. Like I said, now that you just brought everybody down. No, a restart's always good, man. It's good for your soul. It's good for your mind. Despite what anybody says, unless you've been there, been through it, and gone through it, you don't really know. But at the end of the day, it makes you a better person. It makes you a stronger person, and you come out on the other end as long as you allow yourself to. You come out on the other end way better than you ever were before. And
Because
if you
while
don't
I
believe what
was,
I'm saying, if you don't believe what I'm
because while I
saying,
was,
look at the guy you're talking to right now.
I've been close. Um, it will reset you. The focus is off trying to deal with what you're going
Oh,
through. It's
nice,
always
Edward.
reset. But It can't be done. I know what you're mentally going through. You just got to take a year to sit still and then get back on your feet. Like I said, just make sure you're there for the kids no matter what. They don't care where you at, as long as they can be around you.
Yep.
They really don't, especially when they go to bed at night. They just want to be right there by you. They miss you as much as you miss them, and that's what's going to matter when y'all see each other. That's why I told you, make sure you're available when they want you to be there. Don't worry about nothing else. Nothing else matters.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
I got some legal advice in it. Was another job, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah,
I spent 14 years in an abusive marriage, working 2 and 3 jobs. You think I'm going to do that now?
Right.
No.
Right.
Jay, you're stupid.
Jay is stupid.
Hey, I thought we weren't going to engage him.
No, we
That's
said
not engaging. That's acknowledgement.
I'm the
That's
only one that's not
acknowledgement.
supposed to. That's what it
You
is.
acknowledge.
Y'all do it, but
You,
I
no,
can't.
you acknowledge. You don't engage. That's the difference.
Yes.
Acknowledge and engaging are two different things. But with that being said, god damn, I had to change up my song and everything. I had found a song and I was like, well, I can't do that now.
Do not engage. Exactly. Right, Debbie. Don't push the button.
Don't push the button. Don't push the button. Do not engage. Hey,
know how
there's
you
the
do
next.
it?
There's the
Don't push the
there's
button.
there's
Yes,
the next
there's the next
sticker,
sticker.
Michael.
Do not engage.
Do not engage.
Yeah,
Abort
I
mission.
think
Abort
what
mission.
In all honesty, I feel like so some of these words of wisdom, especially that I plan, I try to talk about things that I feel is missing. I guess that grit. A lot of people talk about grit, but do you really know what grit is? Having grit. Us, of course, except for maybe. But,
Grit is the way your
yeah,
microphone
okay.
sounds when you're talking.
But
Yeah,
I'm talking about people listening. I'm talking about the people listening.
I don't know
You
if it's
know,
wild
you know what grit
it
is.
against your beard, but we can't make out a goddamn thing you're saying right now.
We're gonna go to break, and then we're
You
gonna
can't
come
hear me?
back.
No, you were glitching for real. After break,
Did
we tried
Glick mute me?
Yeah, you
Did
glitched.
No, he
Glick
didn't
mute me?
No, I didn't mute
No,
you.
he
No,
didn't.
your
No,
mic's all
you're
fucked
glitching.
up.
Hey, Debbie.
Oh, I'm glitching.
Hey, Debbie.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna go to break.
Well,
We're gonna go to
why don't you
break.
go to
Mike, refresh.
and I'll fall on break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a break. We got a little Blacktop Mojo. When we come back from break, we got the starting 5 announcements for the champions, the new winners, the whatever, and then we've also got the new list that Jeff will be announcing for us. But in the meantime, enjoy a little. Calm down, boys. Enjoy a little Blacktop Mojo. If you don't know who Blacktop Mojo is, you never heard of Blacktop Mojo, do yourself a favor. Go check them out wherever you stream music at and on all social media at Blacktop Mojo. These are probably some of the hardest working guys in music right now. They are always on tour. If they're not on tour, they're in the studio. They need to take a breath at the end of the day, but these are our guys. They're gracious enough to let us play their music on this here little simple podcast, and we are very thankful for it. So go check them out. Go show them some love. Drop a comment. Let them know that Nonsensical Nonsense sent you. You might not like all their music, but I guarantee you you're going to find at least 3 or 4 songs that are going to really hit you right in the soul. So go ahead and check them out. We're going to be right back here in just a few minutes after Blacktop Mojo.
You left it last night when you snuck in. I won't tell anybody you came around. Tell me to keep it down low, but you scream so loud. Try to keep it down. Try to keep it down.
Hell yeah, a little blacktop mojo. Come and get your coat. Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense, guys. I am Glick. Hopefully you're enjoying the show so far. If you're not already, feel free to check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oh, excuse me. Also, if you haven't already or if you've never heard of it, download the Haps app. You can join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night right here on Haps. Download it, give us a follow, come and hang out in the chatter's box, shoot the shit and hang out with us. Promise, we are a lot funner. Well, I guess we're not really in person.
It's more
Well,
fun.
I guess we're kind of, it's kind of, sort of.
'Cause you can
But
react.
anyway, I digress. Yeah, you can react in real time.
Backstage.
But you can also get every single episode of the podcast live. Oh, fucking, there we go. I had a beard hair in my mouth that was driving me
You
crazy.
sure it was a beard here?
Yeah, considering considering all things, yeah. I know he is. I just don't know what he was doing, so I dropped him down for a second. But you can also get every single episode on demand whenever you want to listen to it in any particular order. You don't have to listen to them in order. Just choose your own adventure. But on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere and everywhere you get your little podcasts and jollies from. At Nonsensical Nonsense again. You can also email us if you'd like. If you'd like to email us for whatever reason, any thoughts, concerns, suggestions, ideas, if you want to join the chatters box starting 5, you can do so simply by emailing us at nonsensicalnonsense.podcast@gmail.com. Sorry, Jeff, I stole your job, but it just flows so naturally now. I know how to say it.
I know. No longer words are hard.
Words are no longer, Gmail, email accounts are no longer hard. It's just become part of the process. So, again, we thank you guys for hanging out with us in the first hour. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. If you don't know already, I'm Glick. I got Jeff hanging out here with me. Say hello to everybody, Jeffrey, so they can hear your
What
voice.
is up, everyone? Sorry, I'm
We
actually
got-
responding to texts from work.
Nice. We got Tony in the house. Tony, let him know what you sound like.
Yo.
He sounds like nom 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 because his fat ass is always eating. And then we got Michael, the 4 of us. Michael, let him know what you sound like because not everybody watches us live, and sometimes they listen to the podcast
Audio.
on a replay or whatever, and sometimes they want to put a voice with the name, especially when we put social media stuff out there.
Yes.
What's up, everyone? How we doing?
That's Michael. And I'm Glick,
It
the
is I, the
greatest.
big dog.
I am the GOAT. I am the greatest of all time. Some people call me
You know
Glick.
how
Some people call me
chihuahuas
the
never
champ.
realize their real size?
Some
That's what I
people
feel like
call
these
me.
motherfuckers are like.
Some people call me the Joker. Well, how'd that damn song go? Come on.
People
There's that
call me the
Steve Miller or
space
whatever.
cowboy.
The Space Cowboy,
Some
yeah.
people, yes. Some
Brady
call me
is
the
the
gangster
GOAT.
of
Sorry.
love. Some people
Brady
call me
is the GOAT.
Maurice.
Maurice. Brady is the GOAT, but I have more championships than Brady, so get on your knees and bow down to my greatness. Oh, that kind of hurts saying that because I love Tom Brady. I'm sorry, Tom Brady. If you ever hear this, I apologize.
Yeah,
Tom
because
Brady's
I'm
on.
sure Tom
In
Brady.
my world,
Tom
Tom
Brady's a
Brady is Ryan
closeted
Reynolds.
fan.
He might be. That
He's
would
a
be
closeted
awesome. How
fan.
awesome? How awesome
It's
would
his
that be if?
guilty pleasure to listen to us
Yeah.
between games.
How awesome would
He's
that
sitting
be
in his
if Tom
recliner right
Brady
now
put an
going, "They
Instagram
mentioned
post?
me."
Yeah. How great would that be if Tom Brady came out one day on his Instagram and he was like, "I have a confession. I've been hiding this for a long time, but secretly, I'm a huge fan of nonsensical nonsense."
I'm their biggest supporter. I bought all their merch, but I don't wear it because I'm embarrassed.
Tom Brady for me ranks right up there with Ryan Reynolds, but I'm a Michigan fan, and yeah, I said what I said, Tony. You can give me the weird look, but he does.
Tony, really listen to episode 14, folks.
I'm a Michigan guy, man, and he was a
You
Michigan guy.
understand the reference of Tom Brady being Chris's Ryan Reynolds. Re-listen to episode 14, the third and fourth hour. I can't believe that episode was 4
They
hours.
went a whole extra hour to discuss how much they
Oh,
love
Why
him.
are you?
But
Why
seriously-
are you? Why are you like? I can't believe that episode went 4 hours. How many episodes have gone 4 hours?
What's crazy about that episode
I think a
is
lot
that,
of them
that
have.
fourth hour felt like it was 5 minutes, if that. It happened that fast. We laughed so hard we were crying.
I think we got close to a 5 hour the first episode that I officially joined.
Yeah, yeah, we've done some 4 hours. We've done a couple close to 5 hours. The funeral
That
one
one
was
night
4 hours.
we did a 4 hour show and then we did an after show and we went we were live 8 hours straight.
Yeah, but before we
No,
get,
I have.
last weekend I was up until about 6 o'clock in the morning. Last Saturday night.
I may not.
But-
I may never
but-
get laid, but I got shit to do.
But
But 3 o'clock
the
in the
cool
morning
thing about
when he's
it,
home, there's nothing to do.
yeah, but the cool thing was last weekend. I thought we were going to do an after show, and then I don't know what Tony did, and
Passed
Mike,
out,
I know,
man.
or
I'm
Jeff,
sorry.
Jeff,
For
I know
some
you
strange
weren't, and then
reason-
Mike passed out. So I went and got on TikTok, and I was like, all right, well, Mike's going to be coming on here in a minute. I'll just go ahead and get it started. Well, then I wound up going into like a whole bunch of people, like a whole bunch of like hanging out with all these guys. Like one guy, we spent like an hour and a half talking about sports. Another, and then I went into another group, and it was like 4 or 5 guys. They were having like a house party, and they were all Haitian dudes up in Michigan, and dude, we were having a ball, like just cutting up, man, just being stupid. I did get banned on one account last weekend. I did not get banned on the second one last weekend. But then I was in another one. Like I was in like 2 or 3 different accounts, like 2 or 3 different lives, where we were talking about sports and stuff. And I don't get to talk about sports on here, so Jeff, you know, I was in heaven talking about sports.
Oh, yeah, I
And
was
then
gonna say,
I spent
that's
several
like
hours.
I explained everything I want to do to every car I ever owned.
And then I spent a while talking about how amazing my girlfriend is and everything like that. And
Well, after Monday's show, I got online with my wife and started. We were chatting because she's
Yeah,
7
chatting.
hours difference.
Yeah,
She's
chatting.
7 hours difference right now, so it's like she's regretting packing so much.
Oh, you just
Because-
I gotcha.
Her
But
big suitcase was 45 pounds.
Jesus
I
Christ.
said, You're
But
backpacking
before we
from
get-
Europe, not moving there.
Yeah, you didn't quite understand the concept of backpacking. But before we get too crazy and go into any of our crazy ass rants like we typically do,
Because I got one.
Let's go
coming.
ahead and get to
Forgot it
the.
wasn't Monday.
Let's go ahead and
We'll
get
get
to the
to
meat
this
and
one.
potatoes.
The meat.
The
and
belt's on my shoulder.
potatoes.
The belt's on my
Yes,
shoulder.
that
You
is.
guys know what that
It's time.
means. It's time. It's Wednesday. We need
We need you to hurry up.
Well, before we get into that,
We
let me
need-
go
we
and read
need-
off what we had because I have it here
no.
in front of me.
I said we need. We need.
A theme song. I'm working on it.
Starting five theme song.
I'm working on it. That's why I asked for that website today.
Does anybody
So-
get the news on their phone while y'all are doing this?
No, I do not. I don't look.
Jesse
at the news 'cause it
Smollett just
pisses
got
me
out of
off.
jail.
So there's. I saw something about that, but it was like, it was
Does it still have a
hashtag
Subway
Jesse Smollett
sandwich?
didn't kill himself.
Listen, he was saying something.
Still have a
when he
Subway
said that.
sandwich?
You know that, right?
Say it again.
He was saying something when he said that. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he was telling you.
He was singing
yeah. He was saying don't
singing
accidentally.
like a canary.
He didn't sing.
No.
He was
Probably.
saying he was
He's
being
saying
set
if
up.
I end up dead, it's murder.
Yeah, well that too.
So
let me go ahead.
starting with the chatters box.
Yeah, go ahead and get the challenge box. Don't get us.
What?
Read off the chatters box.
Oh, I thought you
I
were
don't
reading
have
off.
that pulled up. No, I don't have the chatters box up in front of me. I have ours.
Oh my God, Jeff! All you have to do is go.
Well, oh, that's right. I forgot. I have a phone.
I know.
I got it. Don't fucking worry about it. I got this. It's a good thing you guys fucking have me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I guess I would have.
The chatters box. They're starting
we had-
5.
Oh no, that's,
I got it.
we
Jeff.
had
Just stop.
Jody with the Golden Girls, Good Times, Greatest American Hero, the Flintstones, the Addams Family, Betty had Laverne and Shirley, Friends, Three's Company, Different Strokes, The Facts of Life, Happy Days, Eleanor had Cheers, Life Goes On, The Sopranos, The Wonder Years, Fraggle Rock, and Punky Brewster.
Hey, Mike.
Vicky had Facts of Life, The Love Boat, Brady Bunch, Mr. Rogers, The Monkeys in Smallville,
We can hear
and
whatever you got going on.
how do you say his name?
I have it freaking muted.
No, you
American
don't.
Dad,
I have it.
Family Guy.
I had it muted. I'm sorry. I'm so
The
sorry.
Big Bang
I
Theory.
could have sworn the thing. Am I muted now?
No.
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 It's saying
Just
on
pay
here
attention
that
to
I'm
the show.
muted.
Just pay,
Family
just pay
Matters
attention to the
Volume
show.
and Jeeves
down
and
when you
Worcester.
Sorry, Jeff. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's all right.
Go ahead
So,
and
who
so go back to Eleanor.
Eleanor. Okay, so Eleanor had Cheers, Life Goes On, The Sopranos, The Wonder Years, Fraggle Rock, and Punky Brewster. Vicky had The Facts of Life, The Love Boat, The Brady Bunch, Mr. Rogers, which, damn, that was a good pull, The Monkeys, and Smallville. And how do I say his name?
I
Is
like
it
the
Jevith?
Smallville one.
Jeevith?
Jeeves. Just say Jeeves.
Jeeves. Okay,
It's
Jeeves
Jeeves.
had American Dad, Family Guy, The Big Bang Theory, Full House, Family Matters, and Jeeves and Wooster. And I did look up Jeeves and Wooster. It does star Stephen Fry.
So,
And somebody else.
with that being said, yeah, guys, definitely don't forget about the chatters box.
Yes.
It's always 2 separate posts. Do not forget to go vote for the chatters box. We want to get you guys' votes up as well because you guys in the chatters box do an outstanding job.
Yeah,
Here.
I made it a point to vote this week.
Yeah,
I voted.
you guys
Well,
you guys do an absolutely outstanding job in the chatters box. So
As
when you guys go and vote for us, now as me personally, I do have to get better about putting you guys outside of Facebook, but at the same time, I it's hard to make multiple posts and still try to get the
Yes.
same
amount of
outcome
views.
on certain brands. You know,
Yes.
getting the same amount of eyes on it. So we're gonna keep it to Facebook for the time being. So make
Until
sure you
it
guys,
becomes
if you're not already, follow the Nonsensical Nonsense Facebook page, and that way you guys can vote for the chatters box as well. And actually,
Well,
honestly,
and on that note, the chatters box, you guys are super relevant for the simple fact You guys, and I don't know how you do it. You think of things that we don't even. It's not on our
And
even
I
on our
love it.
radar,
I fucking love
and
it.
it is amazing. It makes us want to step up our game.
But with that being said,
Yeah, the monkey's poll was incredible.
we do have from the Chatters box the first time two-time champion.
And it is.
Vicky and Betty got a couple votes. Eleanor got a vote. Unfortunately, Jeeves, nobody knows you. You did not get any love.
That was the nicest way he could put it, by the way.
We may or may not have a
I went
racist
through
fan
the
base.
same thing,
But
G.
no, I'm just kidding. But with that
That probably
being
explains
said,
why Tony didn't get a whole lot of love. We don't have a racist
Yeah.
fan base.
no, I'm just kidding. That's only Jeff. That's only people Jeff brings in. But with that being said, our first ever two-time champion. Yeah.
Damn it!
Our
Damn
first
it.
ever two-time champion is Jody.
Nice.
Hey man.
You know, I'm going to admit I did vote for Jody because she had two that I had as well. So I had to go with her because that would be like going against my own list if I didn't.
Yeah, she.
Well, yeah, and
Chatterbox
like Cam,
always has
a
like
list anyways.
Like
Benny
Cam
had-
said,
Benny had a good
he
list,
grew up.
too.
His parents loved good times, so he grew up
Yeah.
remembering like that was a staple in his household. So it's always
Yeah,
right
you-
there in his head. So, congrats to Jody. You broke the cycle in the Chatters box, becoming the first two-time champion.
Yeah.
So, why are you fuckers talking so much? Not you guys.
It's kind of our job
yeah,
here
it's-
on the podcast to talk.
A little,
Chris. Jesus
little,
Christ.
yeah. This is our podcast where none of us talk. We just sit here
We
in
just
silence
stare at the
and
screen.
stare at each other. So, congratulations to you, Jody. You are a record setter.
Well, that being said, let me go
And with
ahead
that
and
being
start
said,
reading
let's roll into the
Yeah.
main event.
So the main event, we have
Good
the
job,
starting
baby.
5 TV theme
Yeah,
songs,
good job, Jody.
starting with Tony. He had,
Yeah, Jody.
and I
Thanks.
still don't get the reference, but Sha Na Na.
Saturday night, Tony, we'll get Jody to pop
G.I.
on
Joe.
just for a second with a belt on her shoulder.
There you go.
She's just going to be like,
So-
bang, and she's out.
It's just her hand holding the belt,
Yeah,
taking
just
it off
hold
her
it.
shoulder.
Yeah, just here, hold that for a second. You don't even have to be on the camera. Just hold that for a second. Let them know. All right, put it back on my shoulder. Thanks, baby.
So Tony had Sha Na Na, G.I. Joe, Silver Spoons, Greatest American Hero, Bosom Buddies, A Different World, Darkwing Duck, and Animaniacs.
Pretty good list. I don't know
Michael
if I thought about
had
that.
Family Matters.
That's a good list.
we all four had good lists.
No.
Yeah.
Mike
Actually,
had-
honestly, it was. I'd say it
Go
was
ahead.
tough to get votes this week. 'Cause all of them were good.
No, yeah.
Even
Oh
Jeff's.
no, this week, like
Yes.
all of ours were so good. It was like I'm glad I didn't have to vote for us because it was. I mean, because it's a dick
Yeah,
move to vote for
It
yourself.
would have been hard.
So between
It
you
would've been-
three,
I
guys did very
actually,
well.
I actually think, just for shits and grins, we should implement that we are allowed one vote.
But it can't
for
be
each
for
other.
ourselves.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
you can't vote for
Yeah, but-
yourself.
Well,
Right.
would
You
you,
can vote
want
for
to
the
be?
other guys.
Well, you would be the only dick that would vote for yourself, wouldn't you?
No, I would vote for the black guy because I'm the only
Yeah, I'd
non-racist
vote for
guy
the
in
black
here.
guy because you know.
I mean, my vote was for Tony.
Wakanda forever, Tony.
It's Black Power.
So Mike had Family Matters, Xena Warrior Princess, Beverly Hillbillies, The Flintstones, The Jeffersons, Rawhide,
That's a
Pinky
hell
and
of
the
a
Brain,
list. I ain't
and The
gonna
Fresh
lie.
Prince of Bel-Air. I had Fall Guy, Golden Girls, Cheers, Smurfs, Who's the Boss, Perfect Strangers, Family Ties and Different Strokes, and Chris had Darkwing Duck, Scooby-Doo, The Wonder Years, Friends, Low Hanging Fruit, All in the Family,
Your mom's
Dukes
a
of
low
Hazzard,
hanging fruit.
Power Rangers, and Quantum Leap.
Only on Wednesdays.
I used
Only
to
on
have one,
Wednesdays.
Tom. They need diversity up here. That's why.
Yeah.
We try to get him to grow his beard out.
Duck.
So,
And in the immortal words,
vote are in, and let us see what they are.
in the immortal words of JR, and for two of the four guys in this room, they don't know who JR is. but Tony knows. It was a slobber knocker.
Yeah.
Tony had 9 votes.
Nice.
I'm
No,
celebrating.
Tony was in double
You know
digits.
what to do. It's like
He's
I finally
in
got
shock.
votes.
He's like, holy shit! Almost double
Jeffrey.
digits.
Jeffrey had 8 votes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, hold on.
No, JR.
So then it comes down to, then there were 2.
John, I thought the same thing.
Too.
I was
But
like,
in a-
Dallas?
As we all know, there can be only one. JR from Dallas?
Yeah. JR, you
I remember when
said
Mr.
Dallas.
Burns got shot on The
It was
Simpsons.
Dallas got shot.
No, Mr. Burns
JR
got shot on The
on-
Simpsons.
JR got shot on Dallas, and it was the biggest cliffhanger in TV history at the time.
Mr. Burns got shot on The Simpsons, and it was
Mr.
the biggest
Burns.
cliffhanger ever. And it turned out to be dun 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 Maggie.
Well, go figure. I would've never
I
guessed.
didn't watch that. Okay.
You don't remember
I don't
that?
watch The
Yeah,
Simpsons.
Maggie.
I don't watch The
Maggie
Simpsons.
shot. That was like 20 years ago when that happened.
That's
I
my
don't watch
point.
the
Maggie shot Mr. Burns because she
Fucking
tried to
cartoon.
steal her. He tried to steal her candy, and his gun fell out of his hip, and she accidentally pulled the trigger and shot him. It was a whole whodunit on The Simpsons.
Nice.
Yeah, they copied it off of JR from Dallas.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Well,
It's
Sister
from The
Bill,
Simpsons.
Go ahead.
Why are we still talking about this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's weird.
So it came down to 2. Much like in Highlander, there can be only one.
Oh, really?
God.
That
Chris
was
has gone to the
that's
nerd
awesome.
side.
I wish.
Oh, I love Highlander. I love Highlander. That's
And
one
you
of
called
my.
me a
Highlander
nerd
was-
for liking Harry Potter.
Right.
Look at
I
his
like
face.
the animated. Did you ever watch the animated show? And Tina,
No, I
wish
never
there was
watched
a
that.
video of that.
I watched
it
the
was
TV
good.
show.
I couldn't get into it.
I watched the live action, the animated
watch
Saturday
Highlander.
morning
That shit
cartoon,
drove me nuts.
and the movies. I love Highlander.
Yeah, I never watched the animated one, but I watched the movies and the TV show. I'm Duncan.
It was like
I can't
Highlander
remember exactly.
2000, but it came out in like 95.
No,
So
John,
that-
there's plenty of Highlander fans out there. Trust me, I knew some in college.
Oh, yeah.
Blew my fucking mind.
Oh, Highlander's awesome.
Awesome. Well, the Highlander TV theme show was amazing. It was sung by Queen.
Yeah, Queen did a lot because they also did The Flash. Still the best movie intro theme
We
ever.
really know how to drag this out for no fucking reason.
Right?
That would be, of course. I mean, look, we already know how it's gonna go. You're gonna pretend that somebody else won.
No.
I'm not gonna pretend like shit. I'm just gonna go ahead and
that's how
intro.
it is.
He's already big in the face. There can only be one. And he just stopped.
I'm trying to. What? I'm listening to Mike.
DuckTales. I mean,
Dramatic
how
effect.
can you compete with DuckTales? Honestly, I actually did think about that.
It was a nice try. It was a nice goddamn effort. Click World Order.
Why are we not surprised?
Did I not just say it? Did I not just say it?
Well, that being said,
What
for
were the
this
votes
week's
then?
starting 5.
What were the votes?
Oh, yeah, what were the votes?
Whoa,
How much
whoa,
did we win by?
Jeffrey. Calm the hell down, Pedro Morales. I ain't done.
Yeah, that's true. Tina, weren't you throwing all your
Tina
votes?
just
In
said
the,
that you
in the
didn't
words of the
actually-
late
how
great
did you win?
Scott
How did you
Hall,
win?
founder of the original NWO, hard work pays off, dreams come true, bad times don't last, but bad guys do, Chico. So here's to you, Scott Hall.
Rest in peace, Scott Hall, goddammit. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. You damn
I
right.
had a drink in my glass.
Because I'm the bad guy. The
Somebody
votes
said
were
I did-
23 to 20.
He said
It
you
was a
were throwing all
valiant
your votes
effort.
at Jeff,
It was
so
a
does that
valiant effort,
mean
Michael.
Jeff won?
It was a valiant
Jeff
effort,
won.
Michael. And you
Who won?
tried.
Jeff won. Jeff won.
Why does Jeff
I
win?
win.
Because you
What?
said Saturday
Because
you were
you
giving all your
said
votes to
you're
Jeff.
throwing all your votes to me, so technically I win.
I say a lot of things and I don't mean them.
Take your
But at the end of the day,
You say you
at
don't.
the end of the day, at the end of the day, that's number 10. That's number 10 in a row. I say when I reach the 10th one in a row, I would retire. So consider this my retirement.
Yeah, sure, okay.
I will go
Well-
down as the greatest starting five champion of all time. It was a valiant effort on your part. I will say you tried really hard, Michael.
John, you should have tagged him.
But this is my goddamn yard. I'm the biggest dog in the yard.
Well, that being said, for this
What's our
week's
next
starting
starting
five? We are going to
What were
go.
the votes?
I said
Since
23
we
to
are
20.
doing- we're doing the movie
23 to 20.
themes.
We fucking killed it
For-
this week.
We're doing the
Yeah.
movie theme for the top 10, and we've just talked about movies. We're going with sports movies.
Ooh.
Like true sports movies or just sports
Nope,
movies
just
in general?
any, like for instance, The Mighty Ducks
Like Mighty
is
Ducks.
a sports movie.
You see how in sync Jeff and I are? Not even playing,
Yeah.
and we said that at the same exact time.
And,
Yeah, and now
that
we
was
can't
not
use
scripted.
it.
So
But what I'm
You got
saying is,
kicked
like,
out? What the hell did you get kicked out for?
She keeps getting kicked out.
Haps
Yeah,
is getting weird.
yeah. We're going with
I won,
sports
that's what you
themed, like I said. So if it's like if you, if it's one of the characters on a sports team, or it's about a sport, it's on.
How about you just really dumb it down and simplify it and say if it's a sports movie instead of going,
what I just
oh, well, I watched
Well, no, because like for
I
instance,
watched
there are movies,
I watched
there are movies
Die
where-
Hard. I watched Die Hard and there was an athlete in it.
How about you can only use movies that you actually seen?
Ooh.
Well, how do you know if I've seen it or not?
I like that.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
say.
like your vote tallying, we just have to trust you
Ooh.
that you've seen the
I like
movie.
that. Shots fired.
Somebody's butt hurt. But yeah, I did.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
I did. I'll say it. I don't care.
I even counted
I
votes
did.
that you
I
didn't
did
want me to count,
a
Michael.
quick research. There is way more than we thought. Just kind of.
So it's a
If
sports
you go into
movie.
Google and put a
It-
sports movie, you'll find everything you need.
I don't need it.
What
I'm
if
ready
it's
to
a
work there. How many
sports
we doing?
TV
We
show?
doing 5, right? We doing 5?
Yeah.
We're doing 5.
We're doing 5, unless we start having a good time. So.
Come on, Tina. Wait a minute.
Let's start having a good
Come
time.
on, Tina.
Which is what happened with the theme
the-
song. We started
the
having
moral
fun with it, and we went to
guidelines,
8.
really.
You know? So,
I got 4
Get your
already.
You
list.
do realize
One more.
you
Hold
do
on.
realize what's happening right now, Chatter's Box, and
being
you
called
you
out.
three stooges.
no.
The Macho Glick and Miss Jody are running away with this bitch.
You retired.
I know.
retired.
I did
As I
retire.
said,
So
I'm not
I
a
gotta
fan
go out
of,
on top,
of
right?
sports.
That's what we talked
I'm
about,
not
Mike.
a fan of sports in
You're
real
running.
life.
You're running
but I
away
love
to
a
the
good sports
bleachers.
movie.
Yes.
I'm gonna retire. I'm on top. I'm on top, so I'm gonna retire and ride off to the sunset.
And
As a
Mike
champion.
Jordan come back.
Didn't somebody just retire and then come back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
couple people
Jordan.
I mean,
did. And Tom Brady.
yeah, Tom Brady just did that shit.
Maybe I'm
Well,
gonna
it's
actually
gonna hold Tom Brady
retire
and be like,
like
"Oh, yeah, I
Stone
changed
Cold.
my
Maybe I'm actually gonna retire like Stone Cold did. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Isn't he coming back in like a
Isn't
week or
Stone
so?
Cold wrestling like in a few weeks?
No, he's not
That's what I just
wrestling. It's a talk show. But you know somebody's catching a stunner.
So
I don't know if
I
I'm.
did- I got some good ones lined up already.
See,
I
that's
haven't
the
written
great thing
anything down,
about that's the great thing about retiring, Michael.
but I can see
Is
Tony
nobody
doing
can
his
take
work
this
right there.
championship away from me now.
Oh shit! I got another one.
I got my
I go out a
5 already. I'm
champion.
ready now. I got my
That means
5.
nobody can take it away from me.
Well, I have to narrow it down because I have so many running through my head right now that I have to actually start writing them down because I had a couple of them in the back of my head. Was like, ooh, that's a good pool.
So to reiterate,
Yeah, Cam.
the
Yeah.
do you still see the gold on my shoulder, you little bitch? Get back in your cage. Who let you out?
Random Rick.
What's going on, Randall Rick?
What's good?
To reiterate, we are doing sports movies.
Yes.
No, well, it was a movie, but it wasn't about sports. It is a movie that is 100% about sports.
If you're unsure, at any time,
Don't put it on your
Snapchat
list.
it. No, Snapchat.
Don't put it on your list. Oh, I was talking to the Chatter's Box.
And I can make a ruling right then and there.
from your mom. Shut up, Cameron. I've told this motherfucker like 6 times in the last 2 days that it's not just on Facebook where we post the starting 5.
Right.
The votes calculate across Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Right.
Wow. But anywho, so we're doing sports movies.
Yeah.
Sports
I wanted
movies
to
this
bring
week.
up. That includes like. I don't want to give any away. So.
We're not gonna argue it. If Blick said he won, he won.
If the movie is
we're gonna leave it at
primarily
that.
about sports,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yes,
like that.
thank you.
Primarily about sports.
Well, I mean, you got something like Bill Durham still counts
Bull
as a
Durham.
sports movie.
That's a baseball
Bull Durham,
movie.
sorry.
That's a
Why are
that's a
you
baseball,
talking
AAA
about
baseball.
picks?
Yes,
Yeah.
that counts. That
Yeah,
counts.
so that
Why
still
are you
counts.
talking about picks?
Stop
Yeah,
Now we
let
can't
me-
use
let me-
both.
let
I
me-
just
let me
threw
go
that
ahead.
one out there because that's one that's not really about the sport, but it's you know.
It is
Oh,
about the
I don't
sport
know
with a
who's gonna
good.
be
It's a love
scene in it.
story.
I don't know who's going to be first on the Rick, but I'm here to tell you that was one of my picks. I did write that down.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here we go. As of right now,
That
stop
will be
saying
one.
as in or what if Chattersbox.
Yeah,
Stop
yeah,
dropping
we got
movie
the
titles.
idea.
Stop dropping. Just
We got
it
it.
is a sports movie. If it is primarily a sports movie, then you put it on your fucking list. If
Way to
you're
go,
unsure,
Tina.
don't put it
Already
on your
said
fucking
hers.
list. If you don't know,
Tina-
don't put it on your fucking list.
Yeah.
Speaking of votes, real quick.
go
Speaking
ahead.
of votes, real quick. You can only vote one time. You can't go and vote on Facebook and then think you're cute and go to TikTok and like somebody's name and
That
then
is cute.
write their name in a comment and think you're going to get 3 votes. That don't
Yes.
count. You can't just because your name on TikTok is I got rainbows coming out of my butterfly ass and I drive a Jeep, and then your name is
How did you
Sabrina
know
the
my TikTok
Teenage Witch on Facebook, and then your name is Frank the Tank on Instagram. If you are the same fucking person voting multiple times, your vote only counts one
I'll
goddamn
throw up
time.
butterflies.
That happened.
so
That
hot in
happened
here.
for all 4 of us this time around, and I'm like,
Yeah.
these
Really?
motherfuckers. We've said this and we've stated this. You can only vote one damn time,
Cam,
One
Cam,
vote.
I'll do that for you. Let me know. I'll do that for you. I'll be a judge.
and
And
effective
I'm
and
gonna be honest
effective.
with you. I will be
starting-
an honest judge. I'm not gonna set nobody up. I'm not gonna play nobody out. I will be an honest judge. Let's be clear. Make sure your pick is a movie that is primarily sports. I'm gonna give you another one of my picks. I picked The Longest Yard. It was mainly a
is
football
a
fucking
sports
movie.
movie.
Nobody picked
Wildcat
Longest Yard.
and Longest Yard are on my list. I'm telling y'all now. See, I'm gonna be
Well,
Wait,
open.
wait,
we don't
wait.
care. That's it. No,
Question.
they'll say any for.
Which
Like
Longest
I said,
Yard?
if you're uncertain,
There's 2 of them.
The second one.
Okay.
if you're unsure if it's a sports movie, don't put it on your list.
Right.
Yeah.
That goes for you guys. That goes for us. It goes for you. But
Yes.
also starting this week, each one of us are allowed to vote for one of the other 4 gentlemen in the group. You cannot vote for yourself.
Ah, Rick!
He did say that.
Holy shit!
did
I was
say that.
fucking
And he's
I didn't see
vaccinated.
that.
hooked all over
Yeah,
my
he did.
computer.
Yes, each personality. Yeah, no matter. Yeah, exactly.
You better run. You better run, Gina. You better run, damn it, because I'm gonna find you. I like the
Damn
second
it,
one.
because
more
I
than the
have
first one, I'm
23
not gonna lie.
personality.
And I am biased because I saw the second one before I saw the first one. The first one was fucking boring. The second one was epic. That second Longest Yard was fucking hilarious. I don't care what nobody
Yeah, the
says.
first one was boring.
It was
I
boring.
watched the
as shit.
second one after watching the first one, and
The
it was like, wow.
original one with Burt Reynolds.
For Burt Reynolds.
Yes.
One Burt
Well, that
Reynolds
movie was
the second
that
one as
movie
well.
was more
One Burt-
serious.
Yeah.
Wasn't Burt
I
Reynolds in
knew
the
I
second
forgot
one
something
too?
better. I knew I forgot something better. I knew I forgot it.
I just
knew I
saw
forgot
one. I mean, it would be
This
a
was a
crime
great
against my
fucking movie.
state.
And I
It'd be a
bet you-
crime against
I
my
bet you-
state
I'm willing to
if
put
I didn't
money
put it
down.
in there.
Tina, you probably the only one to remember this movie. I'm gonna wait. Ooh, I'm gonna wait. Ooh, I'm gonna wait. Tina's the only one that remembers this movie.
What, the Babe Ruth
Yes, Burt
life
Reynolds
story?
was in both, yes. But the original from the 70s, Tina, was really slow. And it
was
was,
slow
as
as
Chris
shit.
said, it was more of a serious movie, and it was pretty decent, but it was like, it was decent for its time.
And Adam Sandler did a monster job in remaking it.
Yeah, he
He
did.
did an outstanding fucking job remaking that movie.
You know, a lot of
Seriously.
people give a lot of people give Adam Sandler slack, but I mean, you gotta understand he's got a lane and he sticks to that lane. And if you
I
Well,
like his
on
look at it
top of
movie.
from
that,
that perspective, he's
I
a
think
good
I think
actor
Adam
and
Sandler
he
would be
does
one
a
of those
good
guys
job.
that would hang out with us
And
because like he's not like he doesn't think he's better than anybody else. This is a cat that literally dresses like we do.
Yes.
He's not rolling up in suits and Ferraris and shit. He's I think he might have a Mercedes or something like that. But other than that, he's rocking the jeans, tennis shoes, and t-shirts or well he used basketball shorts, but whatever, you know. As opposed to some actors that get out there and they're just like, oh, I'm better than everyone. Because
Gene, I
I'm an
promise
actor.
you, I got a movie. You probably the only one that remembers it. I
don't
got a
know.
sports movie. I'm willing to put money down. You might be the only one that remembers this movie. You might be the only one. I know these
Oh,
three
now
don't
I'm
know.
fucking
I know y'all
curious.
don't.
Well, just keep them to yourselves. If you're in the chatter's
Yeah.
box, if
yeah,
one of the
please.
four of us, just keep them to yourself. Because that was one thing it is to become, and I think we've all four discussed this. It is very distracting when we name the list, and all of a sudden the chatter's box starts
400,000
going
more
ape
come up.
shit
Oh shit! I
and
just thought of
rattling
three
off.
good ones.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I will say it's a distraction, but I'm really going to be honest in my picks because the way everybody picks their own shit, no matter how much you talk about it, is priceless up here. It truly is.
Yeah.
Because people make up their own minds. We're not copying off each other. Yeah, we may have the same pick, but we'll be mad at each other. So we got to make alternates. But
No,
goddamn,
but you know
I had
what?
fun.
The
I had
beauty of
fun
it is
listening to
it's our
everybody speak.
opinion. We're not afraid of our opinion.
Yes.
It's not like we're like, oh, if I pick that, I'm gonna get made fun of. We don't have to worry about stuff like that. Oh shit! I forgot about that movie.
I almost want to put money down on this shit. I bet you she's the only one that remembers this movie. If she remembers it. That's how old it is. That's
Oh,
how
shit.
old it is. Look at Italian eyes. I don't even think you know this, and you close to my age. Good, your mom and dad might remember this shit.
Ooh,
Might.
might.
Because I'm going to give them a
Heck,
hint. They have the sports
Mate, bitches. I won't go ape shit. Sorry. No. It's just in general because it gets very distracting, and then so much stuff is rattling off, and then
and people are like, "Oh no, I helped him with
sways. Yeah.
that." Yeah, it can sway.
John's all right with me.
I've voted for Betty before, I believe. I think I've voted for a little bit of everybody. It doesn't matter who you vote for.
Low-
Like I said, just vote for the best list. Don't vote for
low-hanging
the person.
Oh yes.
Low-hanging fruit is
to
a
clarify,
perspective
low-hanging
of
fruit-
one person, and it's just an opinion.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
We
Because
discussed that
somebody's
off
low-hanging fruit
air.
could be somebody's
Low-hanging
wrong
fruit
goal.
is just a
You
jab.
know,
Where,
that's
where
just a
for
mental
us, it
mind
seems
game that
easy.
we play against each other to try to get them to feel bad about it.
But if you guys would like to get your list in, we are taking up to 6 from the chatters box.
Yes.
So go ahead and get your list together. You have until the end of the show Saturday night. Get them together and email it to us at Nonsensical Nonsense podcast at gmail. Nonsensical Nonsense podcast at gmail.com.
5 best sports movies.
And if you're unsure of if it being a sports movie or not, as far as the chatters box go, I will say this to you guys because unfortunately during the show we typically cannot stop the show and go, oh, that's not a sports movie, pick another one. So if you're unsure or if you're debating it, don't put it on your list. It's a lot easier if I put in a movie, as Jeff said, Bull Durham earlier, and I'm going to say that because he said it already. And then I can say, what do you think, guys? And if the majority votes and they say it's clear, then it's clear.
Yes.
But
Yeah, we will be
for
fair.
the
We will be
record,
fair for the vote.
Mighty Ducks is off the books. For Bull Durham is off the books. Tony said that 2 movies were absolutely on his list, so that if they're not on his list, then Tony's off the books.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I honestly did put my list up on the screen before I said it on purpose, just so y'all know I didn't cheat.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. I know
Tony's text
last week we said that French Prince of Bel Air was off limits because we talked about it and somebody put it on his list,
I
but
didn't
nobody
hear
caught
that.
it. So that's not on you. That's not on
Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
I
nobody
didn't
caught
hear.
it, so that was on us.
Well,
I would have.
that was.
I had theme songs for days. I can do another 10 right now. So I
Oh yeah, so could
mean,
I.
like I said earlier, if we went to a tie, I had three ready to go tonight.
Well. Speaking of the Chatters box,
No, you
some
email it in,
jackass
John.
in here,
I got John. I got
some
John.
jackass in here that puts the list together. Put Jody at a handicap. Everybody had six
I did.
except
I did.
her.
And that
She
was
only had
because I
five.
could not find the other one. I could not remember what the other one was, and I completely forgot that she had a sixth one. That was my bad. I was about to be like, what the
What's up,
fuck you
Kristen?
talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Tony, check your snap.
Hang on.
I think I got you. It's 5, Cam.
I got him. I'm gonna take care of John right now. John, send it to the email I just put in the chat. I want to say to the fellas, I would say Mighty Ducks would fly because that is a hockey movie.
Well,
That
no,
would-
but
that would
since
be-
we brought it up, it's off limits.
Okay, that's fine.
And
But-
honestly,
but the reason why I brought it up-
let's be
The reason why I brought it up
honest,
comes down to the fact
Hey,
that
Jeff,
it's,
hold on. Take
not
a-
really about the sport.
What were you saying, Michael? It is
what I
about
was
the sport.
saying, and honestly, between the three of us, me, Jeff, and Glick, definitely, it would be the ultimate of low hanging fruit. I don't know if Tony was.
We
into
don't
the
look
Mighty
over the
Ducks,
chatter.
but we have all talked about the Mighty Ducks
Did I get you?
on the podcast. That it would be like our number one picks all around the board, and it's the lowest of hanging fruit for us three. So we couldn't, in good conscience, even use that pick.
I hate you, Jeff.
5, Tina.
Is that it?
Nah,
Is that
I'll
it?
I'll roll with it. That's all right.
Is that it?
I can roll with it. I couldn't hear the audio on it.
I
You
didn't
ain't
send
gonna
audio. It's
be
just
able
a
to
picture.
fuck with me.
Somebody sent a voice message on there.
On what?
No, I
What's
just sent
that?
you a picture. I think I
sent
got
the
him.
picture. The picture's cool.
Oh,
Is that
come
it?
on.
Is that the one you were thinking of?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
I don't know what the movie that is. I just saw it. I was like, that's got to be it. It's old as fuck.
Well, it was from the '70s, late '70s, early '80s, and I'm
Okay.
gonna say it had a legend. Yes, Chrissy, what's going on, Chrissy? How you doing? Cam, I got to see yours first. He wants me to look over his and let him know.
Yeah, we don't look at the list.
We don't
look at
check
the list
your
until
the
Saturday
emails
night.
Until Saturday night. Yes, that's correct.
After we pick ours.
Yeah, because
Because they don't want it
once
to
again,
influence.
it all comes
they don't
down
want
to
it to
be too
influence their
tempting.
list. So
Yeah.
it's just do our list, and then
I see you, Chrissy.
First time they
Oh,
look at
okay.
it.
Hey.
Oh shit! What blessed cat? This is the first time she's ever been in any of my lives.
That's Chrissy.
Who's
Yeah,
that?
he was on the other night.
Man, I know who she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she don't ever come into my
Chrissy,
lives.
You got to come up with the top 5 best sports movies in your opinion. They have to be primarily sports.
Well, this week the king and queen of the starting five are bowing out. We're retiring. We've stepped away from the game.
The Triple H and Stephanie McMahon of Nonsensical Nonsense.
No, the Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Nice. I can roll with that.
Yeah, fuck Triple H, and I almost did Triple H's theme music, the game,
would've
since
been dope.
Michael stepped up and played the game this week.
That would have been dope. I'm not gonna lie. But
I need
that's a
you
whole
two
side
dummies
of
to step up. I need you two dummies to step up this week.
That's all right. We'll be the New Age Outlaws. Don't you worry.
We are listing the top 5 greatest sports movies
Well,
of
no,
all time.
in our opinion. In our opinion.
In your
Who
opinion.
is Roy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who the hell's Roy?
I don't know. She's typing
Oh.
crazy. I'm on her ass. She's typing crazy. I'm on her ass.
that's a good pick, Tina. I think you should roll with that.
Tina made a
I'm
great
going to
song.
pick.
I'm actually kind of
Oh!
That's a good. If that's
Oh,
what I
shit.
think it is,
I remember what
that's a
that
good
movie
pick,
is.
Tina.
Just joking. I didn't win this week. Jeff won. I came in last place. I got 0 votes.
Yeah, Chris just thought of like 5 that he was like, I got this.
Well, I just thought of a
What's the order?
fantastic
What's
number
the
one,
order
but
of the
actually, I'm not
segment?
even worried about it.
In
I
fact,
know how it
I'm
feels.
actually Jeff. Did you do this intentionally because Glick is retiring?
No, I just did this because I was looking over the
Because
list
you
and I
went
had a
off and
couple.
did a
Uh,
custom made list for him to
no.
piss
Here's
him
the
off
thing.
because he's
Here's the thing.
retired.
I'm not the only
I,
sports guy in the room, just so you
no,
know.
but here's the thing. I love
And
sports
Jeff
movies.
loves sports
I can't
movies.
stand.
Jeff
I
doesn't
cannot
watch sports.
stand to watch sports. But if I'm into I, I I can't even mention my favorite. One of my favorite sports movies has
I
to do
already
with the
know what it is.
Browns.
I know what it is.
It's a good fucking movie,
I'm
and
leaving it alone too because I
and,
know
and
that
it's
I
it. But you know what? It's it's barely a sports movie because no sports is played during the movie.
it's sports related. It is sport. It's
Yeah,
100%
so it
sports
can technically
related.
go on. Oh no, I love that movie, Cam. That is like
I
the
never saw that
greatest.
movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, I never
You
saw
are
it.
missing out on some of the greatest
I never watched
um,
it.
Once again, we're talking about
insults
movie
of the world.
picks. Damn. Do we?
I
What the
didn't
fuck,
say no
news?
names. I didn't say no
Well,
names.
you know what? I see that as a very low hanging fruit on my end.
Agreed.
We're
Uh,
taking a break because you dumbasses don't know how to not stop
Yeah, Cam,
naming
what the
stuff.
fuck?
Why do we not understand the assignment? It was very easy. Don't talk about next week's
It's
picks.
fucking
Let me
Cam.
ask you a question. Are all three
Yep.
of you on the email
Right,
list?
Mike?
I got it, Glick.
do,
I fucking got it. Nobody
yeah.
else
Do we have?
understands it. I
Do we need to get our
understand
crowns?
the
Do we need to get our crowns and paper out and draw these dummies
a
a picture?
question. Are all of you on? Are all of you
No,
on the email? All of you can see the email because I can't.
Oh, okay.
no, only
I'll send
Jeff
you
and
the
I.
password.
Okay, gotcha.
Cam, I'm fucking with you.
I'll wait till
I
Saturday,
you,
Tina. We good. We good.
Yeah. But like I said, we don't open the
That
Chatter's
one might
Box emails
get
until
you.
Saturday.
Right.
Yeah, that one might get you, Tony.
Whoa, I might
Okay.
need to see this movie.
You know what? I'm gonna
I
laugh
think-
if you two
I
have the
think I got
same
you now,
movie.
Tony.
And we're going to
I'm gonna
break. We
laugh
got
if you
Blacktop
two
Mojo with the
same
cover of Hotel California. If you guys don't know who Blacktop Mojo is, check them out on all social media and wherever you stream music at Blacktop Mojo. This is a cover song that I have been teasing for a couple weeks now. And I actually just found a new video of the same song. And it's Matt and Kat doing it acoustically. So go ahead and enjoy a little
Oh.
bit of this, why don't you?
Wait 1 second. Just to let you guys
Oh
know,
my God.
the new Space Jam off limits. Because fuck LeBron.
The new Space Jam.
What?
What?
That is all. The new
What?
Space Jam is off limits.
Oh, yeah, it's awful.
Cause fuck that dude.
Rising up through the air, overhead in the distance, summer shimmering. You lay on my sacred hill, and you stop falling rain. The streets still in the doorway, with the missing red. I was thinking to myself, this could be it, this could be it.
Bunch of drunk assholes in the background.
I know, right?
I apologize for the song. I thought this was going to be Matt and Cat
Yeah.
in the studio. That's what it looked like.
You up in the middle of the night, just to hear them say, welcome to the hotel California. Such a long place, such a long place. We're living it up at the hotel California. Running by surprise, we're all about. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. She says, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. In their master's chambers, and in rolling, stabbing with their stealing knives. You just can't disappear. Lasting out in the buzz, looking for the door. Trying to find the passage back to the place I was born. Relax and baby, into the sea. You can check out any time you would like, but you can never leave.
Great protection at great low rates you want? Yep.
Great protection at great low rates you want. Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense. Sorry, I thought that was actually going to be a much better version of that song. That's what I get for just randomly pushing buttons.
That sounds
But
like you
welcome
do.
back to Nonsensical Nonsense. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. I know some of you are. I know some of you aren't. But it is what it is. You're still listening. So don't get mad at me. Be mad at yourself because you're still listening.
Exactly.
You're not wrong. I'll put up a Snapchat. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. We do greatly appreciate it. We definitely appreciate y'all in the chatters box. If you're not already, go ahead and give us a follow on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the old Tiki-Taki. Also, you can join us live here every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night on Haps. If you haven't already, download the Haps app. It is free. Follow Nonsensical Nonsense, and you guys can hang out in the chatters box and react live and in person. If you don't like what we're saying, you don't like anything about the show, you can comment it, whether we read it or not. We have we live by we acknowledge or we
Damn, I didn't
engage.
think that.
Most times we acknowledge, we don't always engage. You can also get every episode of the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts. Basically anywhere and everywhere. You get your little podcast fixins and jollies from. You can listen to them anytime, on demand, in any order you want to. You don't have to listen to them how they're posted, just whatever tickles your fancy that day. You can also email us at nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com for whatever reason. It doesn't really matter. If you feel the urge to email us, just email us. And, oh shit, you fuckers keep letting me forget this. We have a merch
What?
store now. We have merchandise.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris. By the way, we got a merch store. Don't forget.
Thanks, asshole. We do have merch store. We teespring.com/nonsensical nonsense podcast. So if you're interested in any of the official nonsensical nonsense gear, go ahead and hit us up over there. We got t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got coffee mugs, we got tumblers, we got stickers. We're gonna get another sticker. What was the other sticker I was gonna do tonight? Not tonight, but
do not engage.
oh, do not engage. Yes, do not engage is the newest sticker that'll come out this week. By Saturday, it'll be up and posted. Oh, that fun jazz. Like I said, I'm Glick. I'm hanging out with my guys. We got Jeffrey in the house, who may or may not be here.
I'm here. I'm literally reading shit. I'm writing down. This is the first time I've actually done a list where I just go, ooh, oh shit, oh yeah, I gotta get that one.
Well, how
So
about
I
you
have
wait and
backups
do it
for
after
days.
the show? We got Tony in the
I was
house.
doing it during break.
Yo.
And
I'm
we
on
got
a
Michael,
Teespring
who's
site
currently
now.
pulling a Tony and stuffing his face. What's going on with you,
What's
Michael?
up?
I'm on
What's
a
up?
Teespring site now. I don't see where you can search.
What do you mean?
There should be a spot where you can search stores, or you can just go to our social media.
On Facebook. There's a link to it on our Facebook.
There's a link on Facebook. It's posted at the top in our Instagram
got
bio. It's in
I
our
got it.
bio, and I think I
got
have
it.
it on Instagram. I don't know.
White T-shirt, right?
Sure.
There's a white T-shirt up there.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't go on to while we're live.
I don't know if I've done white. Maybe I've done white. But and like I said, I'm Glick, and again in honor of the great Scott Hall. Hey yo,
Hey yo,
hey yo,
hey yo. Yeah, throw a
the
toothpick.
bad
at
guy. Yeah.
the
Shock another one up for the bad guys. And
That's
again,
right.
if you're not a wrestling fan, you don't understand. If you know, you know. But welcome to the third hour, guys. We do appreciate y'all hanging out. What are we doing? Jeff's working on his list. Tony's looking at
No, I'm
the
actually
spot,
looking up
or
the
this
Teespring
merch store. Mike is eating, and I'm sitting here just randomly talking.
We're waiting for you to.
I'm waiting for you to get done with your intro.
I bet
do
that
you
out.
have
Just-
any
Once again,
news?
once again,
No, I don't have
understand
news. We
the
don't
alignment.
do news anymore. We've done away with news.
Nice hoodie. Nice hoodie.
Is that the first time you're seeing that? I got hoodies,
This is my
t-shirts.
first time going up there. I know you.
Yeah, I
showed
got
it
female.
before,
I got women's hoodies. I got women's shirts. All in that. I love that one. That's one of my favorite ones.
Nice hoodie.
That is probably one of my most favorite things that I've created, and I do need to order myself one.
Yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have to pay for our own merch here.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
yeah. So now
We
something we,
can tell
talked about
Dennis
is
he had to make his own.
Yeah. Well, they won't ship international.
Mm.
I tried.
I told you I would ship you one. It's just I told you how much it's going to cost.
I know how much it's going to cost to ship. Jesus.
And they got the Sharpie out.
just like I'm going to go buy a white hoodie and write nonsensical nonsense on the front, and then write all of our closers on the back.
There you go.
Right.
Black hoodie, green Sharpie, check.
Yeah, done.
Check a mate. So I do actually, if I can figure out how to. We don't do news anymore.
Right,
I
but
want to try to.
thinking the same thing.
You guys are just jealous that you're not creative enough to actually.
Oh, I'm creative, motherfucker. Don't get it. twisted.
Yes, Jeff, that is exactly what it is. As you talk to the guy that created all
got
the merch
it.
in our store.
No. To actually sew your own shit is what I'm saying.
I could sew it, I just don't want to. That's woman's work.
Well,
you little bitch.
here comes the thing. Here comes the rub. Okay. You've heard of the
Stop
saying,
rubbing me.
"Idle hands are the devil's
The views
playground."
of Click do not reflect that of Nonsensical Nonsense.
Yeah.
Right.
I was hoping to glaze over that, Mike. I heard what he said. I'm
Because
glazing
you
over.
know we're gonna get a. Oh, I know you just didn't say what you just.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
just said. We ain't just gonna
Exactly.
skip over this.
I did just say what you think I just said. Deal with it.
Well,
And if you don't
know
like
the
it,
saying-
there's the
the
goddamn door.
views
saying-
No, just kidding.
The views
know the saying-
and ideas of Glick do not reflect that of Nonsensical Nonsense. Not all of us.
The views and
Well, we the
opinions
same
of
shit.
Glick don't even reflect Glick.
That's fucked
That's
up.
true.
That's fucked up.
As you've heard the saying, idle hands are the devil's playground. So I have to keep myself busy. And
Why don't you keep
especially with the
yourself
wife being out
busy?
of town. So
Why don't you
Easy.
keep yourself busy
Easy.
on this?
Easy.
Top 10. Because it's my show, and I do everything, and I have a microphone. So here's my fucking top 10, you stupid freaks.
No, that's just like your opinion.
It's not my opinion. I don't know why you put that in there. That still baffles me and blows my mind
oh,
why
I
you
see the
put that
white
in there.
T-shirt you're talking about. That's not us.
So I have a brand new top 10 for you guys tonight. It is movie related. It is the top 10 most historically inaccurate movies ever made. Hey, Joe.
Shit.
Which is like my favorite.
Oh, I wonder where Braveheart is on this list.
Oh,
Or
you,
Patriot.
my friend, are going to go slit your wrist after the end of this podcast when
No,
you hear
because
where...
That's one of my big pet peeves of certain things in movies that are just so inaccurate. It just sticks out like a sore thumb.
Hey, Mama, Braveheart and Patriot weren't even close.
Oh, not even remotely.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do...
How many are there?
We're going to do 13, and I'm going to go ahead and rock through all 13 of them tonight.
Nice.
Well, actually, I take it back because nobody's ever heard of the 13th one. We're going to do 12, and there are little synopsises that go with each one of them. Okay, so number 13 on this list, has anybody ever heard of Apocalyptico?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
I love that
by
movie.
Mel Gibson.
You all three are fucking liars.
No,
I've not seen it,
fucking serious.
but I've heard of it.
No,
Because
it's a
it
good movie,
actually-
and was
it
directed
actually
by
takes place in
Mel
Mexico.
Gibson. It was the last
It's
one
like
he
huge down
directed.
here.
God damn it, we watch television. We pay attention to commercials. Get to
No
the point.
shit.
Oh, but you didn't watch the movie.
No,
I didn't say I watched it.
I watched
just,
the movie.
I know of it.
I didn't watch it.
We know you
Mike
watched
the
it
movie.
Because
There was
I
a
can
fucking
fucking
pyramid on the
read,
trailer, all right?
and okay,
Yeah,
in the
there's,
moonlight.
and the dude.
The little-
Yes,
Yeah, the
take it-
moonlight.
exactly.
The moon was over the fucking pyramid.
Exactly.
What about the
And
movie?
Aztec was-
Apparently, I'm the only one that watched movies.
Yeah.
What,
The
what
movie
about-
was fucking wrong, as that's what's about the movie.
No, I can
Well,
tell
of
you
course
that.
it was.
My wife
It was
my
directed
wife
by Mel
hates that
Gibson.
movie because it's so inaccurate.
My bad. Apparently, I was fucking wrong. I apologize. I was fucking wrong because the Three Stooges one of the Three Stooges have watched it, and the other two have apparently seen a goddamn preview.
I saw the
And
preview.
Tony's seen the
You never
fucking
heard
movie.
of
poster.
Apocalyptico? It was a good movie.
No.
I've seen the trailer.
I haven't
Why
watched
are
that
you-
or The Life of Pi.
Apocalyptica.
Apocalyptico.
No,
I've
it's
not seen Life of Pi.
Apocalyptico.
Yeah, Apocalyptico.
Anyways, we're starting at number 12
Apocalyptico,
because
it's Spanish.
we don't care about something that's not American. I'm actually going to skip over everything that's not American.
Let's skip the
Let's
crying
just
game and get to
have the
let's
list.
skip to the crying game. Skip the crying game.
Number one, the crying game.
All of a sudden, it got down to a 6-part, huh?
That's accurate. That's Tony's life story,
No.
right?
No. It's you two fucking.
Them goddamn machi cheese, they keep
Come on,
fooling
Joey.
him.
Whatever. It's spouses. Fuck y'all.
I know it's wrong, but I like that word better. Anyways, number 12 on the list. A nonsensical nonsense favorite, Mr. Kevin Costner, in JFK. The movie is based on the assassination of the president of John F. Kennedy. Was loathed by many people for its less than accurate depiction of these tragic events. For starters, the movie focuses more on the conspiracy theories, like the involvement of the mob and who could have benefited from the president's death, than the events itself. Of course, everyone has their own
However,
theories
I
about
still
what
watch that
happened.
movie religiously.
Yeah, everybody has their theories about what happened that day and why Jack Ruby shot Kennedy's assassin, Lee Harvey Oswald. But at the end of the day, we will simply never know, and this movie did not stick to the facts.
Lee Harvey Oswald didn't do it.
And why is it even on the list that they never know if it was
Top
facts or
10
not?
most inaccurate movies, historical and
Yeah, but it just said that they don't even know.
top 10
That's
most
not-
the top 10 most historically inaccurate movies ever made. So it's an inaccurate movie about history. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right.
But the
It's just
conspiracy
not right.
theories.
Michael. It's not right, Michael.
Then
It's not right, Michael.
Mike,
It's wrong.
Okay.
All right,
It's okay,
all
bro.
right,
It's
all
okay.
right.
It's okay. Holy shit.
Number 11. Hello, Mel Gibson. How do you do?
Uh-oh.
Passion of
It
the
is.
Christ.
The Patriot, another very good movie starring Mel Gibson, which is also full of historical inaccuracies. The biggest one being the way that the British soldiers are being portrayed. The British are nothing more than cruel, murderous villains, something that is far from the truth and only adds to the drama.
Let me tell you something. That was a hell of a fucking movie.
Actually, that
Inaccurate
is
or not.
that part. That reason.
was
They
hell of a
said
inaccurate
a very good movie,
It was a hell of a movie. It
Yeah.
truly
but
was.
inaccurate
No,
nonetheless. Inaccurate.
That is gaslighting. The British treatment in the Revolutionary War is very accurate portrayed in that Patriot movie.
Well, they're talking about the British soldiers themselves. It was inaccurately portrayed. Because being a guy who
the bad
being
guy that was in the Patriot, his real name was Tarlington, and he
Being a
tarnished
guy-
his
being a-
last name so bad because of his cruelty to the American to the that they changed his name to Cavington to save face in the movie.
Yeah. Being a guy who lived in Charleston, kind of a big deal during the Revolutionary War and Civil War. There was a plantation owner down in Charleston. I believe it was the Middleton family. But I could be wrong. But the son, they basically broke the plantation up into several properties and gave it to the family. And the son, during the Revolutionary War, pretended to be a British sympathizer. And when you came in off the ocean on the Ashley River, which was named after a lord in England, when you came in, you could bring the Ashley River right off the ocean, right up to their plantations, the entire property. And he would pretend to be a British sympathizer and get all these British soldiers or whatever,
They called him loyalists. Yeah.
loyalists and whatnot, to come to the party, and then they would murder them and hang them on the property
Yes.
by the
yeah.
water.
That's
As
oh yeah.
And I think his name was John. He actually, and nobody knows what happened to him, but he mysteriously vanished on a trip from Charleston to Virginia. Nobody knows what happens to him. Yeah.
Stories like that.
So, but yeah, it was. It's not all bright lights and happy endings. This is a movie
No.
coming in at number 10. I've never heard of. Mike, I'm sure you have, because it's obscure and it's weird and it's from the 1800s. So I'm sure you've heard of it.
Okay. What's the movie?
It is the Private Life of Henry VIII.
Never saw
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Never heard of it.
I
Of
like
course,
it.
he says, "Oh yeah, I like it. It's one of my favorite movies. I watch it all the time."
I said I did not.
I'm just fucking with you. But the film inaccurately depicts Henry marrying Jane Seymour on the same day as Boleyn was beheaded. In reality, Henry only obtained permission to remarry that day, marrying Seymour much later.
Next.
Wasn't Jane
Yeah,
Seymour?
it's the Catholic Church.
I don't-
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
Jane
that.
Seymour's a
Fucking-
actress from Hollywood.
Fucking.
Yeah, she's a big
I've heard
lady.
her
Yeah.
name.
Well, I mean, it could have been
I
Jane
couldn't pick her,
Seymour
I couldn't
back
pick her
then.
out of a lineup.
Really? But coming in
out
number
loud.
9, and if you've seen this movie, obviously you know that it is incredibly Hollywood based.
Right.
But Pearl Harbor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Oh
Hollywood
God,
movie.
yes.
That was a
Oh,
Hollywood
that
movie.
was so
The
bad.
fact that Japan did
Well,
attack Pearl
okay.
Harbor in the
in
Second World
Pearl
War.
Harbor's defense, in the movie Pearl Harbor's defense, everything that happened in the movie happened to someone, but not just to two dudes.
Yes. This is true.
So, like,
So James Seymour was actually her name?
That's a real
Yeah,
actress.
Jane Seymour is an actress.
That's a real actress.
No. I'm asking because Tina said that was the wife that gave him his son. So I'm asking, was that historically, was that her name? We all know Jane Seymour is an actress.
I'm still trying to figure out
I
who
see what
Martha
you're saying.
is.
Who, what?
I'm still trying to figure out who Martha is between Batman and
Yes,
the other
Project
two.
Adam is a very good movie. I enjoyed it immensely.
Okay. Oh, okay. So thank you, Tina and Wicked, and I think Betty was in there. So thank you guys. So not just the actress, and that's what I said. She very well could have been the lady's name. I didn't know. I did not know, and clearly
I see what you're saying.
these three guys didn't know. But Pearl Harbor, the fact that Jane Seymour was his wife's name, and she bared him a son.
Okay.
Mama Glick asks, "Have we seen Project Adam? Is it Project
No.
Adam or Adam Project?"
I think she meant the Adam Project.
I'm about to ask
The
her.
Adam
Is it the
Project.
Adam
No,
Project?
I haven't
Because that's
seen
the
it.
one that's on Netflix. I'm about to watch that
It's
this
good.
weekend.
No, it's a good
It's
movie.
was good?
it's decent. It was decent.
Okay.
It's not.
Focus,
movie.
It's
focus,
not
gentlemen.
like whoa, amazing.
I'm sorry.
Focus,
Your mama asked a
gentlemen.
question.
We're in
Your
this
mama asked
lane.
a
You guys
question.
are over here in
It
this
was
Your
lane.
mama
a
asked a question. I'm sorry.
highly enjoyable
Bring it back. Bring it
movie.
back. Bring it back to the lane
And
we're
how
in.
dare
Bring it back
you
to the lane we're in.
Go off on Ryan Reynolds. I'm sorry, Clay. I'm sorry.
I did just go. I said we're bringing it back to the lane we're in. We can get back to that in a minute. Let me get through this. But yeah, Pearl Harbor #9. The fact that the Japanese or Japan did attack Pearl Harbor in the Second World War is pretty much the only thing this movie gets right in terms of accuracy. The rest is dramatized. Coming in at number 8. I have not seen this movie, but not to my knowledge, I haven't seen this movie, but I do know of this movie. U-571, an action movie
that was a hell of a
that's
fucking movie.
Matt
That was a hell
I
of a
McConaughey.
fucking
love
movie.
that movie.
That's Matt
Yes, sir.
McConaughey.
That needs to be.
Yeah, it is
on-
Matt
Yeah,
McConaughey.
One of the best submarine
Hey,
movies
Glick.
ever made.
No
Ooh,
bullshit.
that gives me an
You need to
idea for
watch that
list. That gives me an idea for list.
That's
Coming
right there with
soon.
Run Silent,
Coming
Run
soon.
Deep for me.
Military
It's
movies.
a great movie.
You see this face? That was a hell of a
That's a
fucking
great
movie. I'm not lying to you.
No,
Watch
like I said, I don't know if
Watch
I
that.
like I said I don't know
Dude,
if I've
you
ever
want
seen
to talk
it. But
about? Dude, you want to talk about on the edge of your fucking seat, not knowing what you're gonna do? That's U-571.
Yes, Cena did. I'm sorry, Glick. I apologize. That was
it
a
really
great
did. It
movie.
woke
I'm
them all
sorry.
up, Tina. You ain't wrong. It
That's a
done got
damn good
everybody.
movie.
That
I've
was a
watched that
great
movie like
movie.
50 times.
Well, it says in the synopsis as an action movie, this movie is pretty good, but
Oh, yeah.
not as a history lesson. The movie follows
Hell
American
no.
soldiers during World War II as they board the German submarine U-571 to get their hands on the Germans' Enigma cipher machine. For starters, the U-571 was never captured. Secondly, these events happened months before the Americans joined the war, meaning they had absolutely nothing to do with this in real life.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was a
that's the
British operation.
It was
But-
a secret mission. It was a secret mission. That's why.
But stories like that throughout World War II were accurate.
Right.
Well,
You
there's
know,
stories
that's what-
about World War
That's
II,
what a
like
lot
the
of
Germans
submarines were going for. That's what they were
doing
doing.
chemical nonsense and creating fucking zombie soldiers.
Winter Soldiers. Ladies, that's the
No,
movie.
zombie. They were creating
U-571.
No, zombie.
Yeah.
Zombie Nazis from
Tina, we
America
can-
or something like that. Yeah.
U-571.
we can watch that
Everybody needs to
movie.
watch that
I mean,
movie
that's a
before the
great
end of this
movie.
week.
That's a
I'm
damn
telling
good
you.
movie.
That's a hell
Yeah,
of a
we
movie.
can
I'm
watch that
serious.
movie.
It's
That's
full
right up
and-
there with like Hunt for Red October. So good.
Yeah, that's
and what you
that's
said about
like
the military
right
movies,
underneath
Jeff,
the
I'm
Last
down.
of the Mohicans for
Right?
We
571.
may have
That's
to
a
do,
hell
we
of
may
a
have to do
list.
10 of those because I will be in this one.
Amen to that, because I love military movies. Military movies are
good
the
war
reason
movies.
I joined the military.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Another one was
But,
Fury. I
No,
like Fury.
yeah. As far as conspiracy theorists and this, that, and the other thing, yes, that is historically documented that that a lot of people thought that the Nazis during World War II were bringing dead soldiers back to life, hence the zombies to fight the war.
Oh yeah, they believed that shit because that was the propaganda that
What's going on,
Nazi
Jim?
Germany was
Sounds
putting
like
out
Game
there.
of
Yeah.
Thrones.
Number 7 on this list. Again, I'm going to save you guys the hassle. It is an awesome movie. We've all seen it. There's no doubt in my mind everybody in here and everybody listening has seen this movie.
Gladiator.
300. No, 300.
It actually took me
Oh,
a
yeah,
long time.
300?
I just recently
Yeah.
watched it like 2 years ago. But it was
In real life, King Leonidas and his small army of Spartans did fight against a much higher number of Persians, except there were actually 7,000 Spartan soldiers, and not the mere 300 people have been led to believe. Another historical inaccuracy is this film is the clothes that the soldiers wore. In real life, they would have covered their chest with armor instead of leaving it wide open for attack and for everyone to gaze upon. Obviously, we all knew that. I mean, right off the bat, you're not going to go to war
it's
That
like
with your.
was.
But
Go ahead.
let me
I mean,
be
let's
clear.
be, well, first of all, 300 wasn't necessarily a historical accurate movie. More or less, it was a comic book movie. Because
That's true.
there was a
Hold on,
comic
wait.
book called
Let Tony
300,
make
and
his
that was
point
based off
because
of that
his head's
movie.
gonna explode.
No, I think
Go ahead,
Tony and I
Tony.
are thinking the same exact thing. So go ahead, Tony.
Before that movie was made, I had a history class in college. They told that story. I think that movie was pretty fucking accurate outside of whatever they're saying. And that's only
No,
because what we were taught was there were
agreed.
300 of them, and they fought them off till they did die.
Agreed.
Yes.
However, the movie 300 is based on the
Easy,
Frank Miller comic 300.
But
That's-
the Frank
that's-
Miller
it's more of a
comic
comic book
is
movie
based
than a war
off
movie.
of the Spartan
right,
War.
Exactly.
And
So
Yeah.
Frank
Yeah,
Miller,
The
Frank,
source
Frank
material
Miller,
is from that historic, but
Yeah,
it
right.
was 7,000.
Frank Miller
not 300.
inaccurately wrote it for a comic book, and we all know why. Because it's much better to believe that 300 Spartan soldiers fought off 10,000 Persians
Oh no, exactly.
or 100,000.
It's
As a-
if you
it
would have
makes-
And that's
it
why
makes
they
you
all
go,
had
"Fuck, those
spread
guys
the
are
abs because it was a comic book
Mm-hmm.
movie.
you would have seen how possible
But-
it was. It was Frank Miller. He's the same guy that made Sin City, correct?
correct.
Yeah,
Okay, so I got that. But let's be clear.
I
Tina,
do, James.
I know you're not complaining about the
And
war.
Tina,
side,
I know
but
you ain't
if saw-
complaining.
if you
Ain't
saw
no
the
woman,
first one-
ain't no woman who ever watched 300 complaining about their attire. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what. If you tell me that you was mad at that and it was historically inaccurate and that's not what they were, I'm gonna tell you you're a goddamn liar because every damn
Just
woman
like-
and there was a lot of men that enjoyed that too.
That's why there's no men
Just-
complaining about 300 neither. They satisfy
Just to be
both
clear,
sides.
the first 300, I know the women loved it. The second one, I thought was fucking disrespectful the way they did old girl.
Yeah,
Just for the record.
I actually haven't
Finished
seen the
the
second one yet.
The
I
second
threw it
one,
out.
they
I
did
thought
that
the second
with
one
dirty.
was just-
She had every right to have all types of vengeance against them motherfuckers. I'm gonna go ahead and say
I
this.
thought the second
And it's
300
just-
was just disrespectful in general, but it says, but
I
it
didn't-
goes
I
on to say
I was
after
like,
the 6-pack things.
James, just,
after the
just for the
6
record,
packs.
James, just for the record, James, I could have one in a month. I dare everybody. I can have one in a month.
I'm working on mine. I ain't never had one in my life, but I'm working on it.
Give me 30
I just
days
dropped
from
another.
any
I
day,
had, I had
and I
one in
will
high.
show you.
I had one in
You know
high school,
what?
but I
You
had
know
no
what?
plans on bringing it back.
I firmly believe in taking care of your abs like Lego Batman. So that's why I only focus on one ab.
Anybody,
Just
put your
one
money
ab.
up. I can do it.
Just
Any
one.
fucking
But
ab.
I
outside
can
of
do
the
it too. I use
abs,
airbrush around here.
I'm sorry. Get
and
back to the
outside
topic.
of
I'm
the
sorry.
and outside of the shirtless stuff with
sorry.
300,
Yeah.
I
the
just have one
elephants
ab.
were also.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
elephant. I have a cake. Elephants were not also used on the battlefield. The way the Spartan society in the is represented in the film is also not historically accurate overall
I don't
either.
think they quite did everything that they did in that movie.
I mean, a lot of it
Yeah.
is exaggerated. Let's be clear.
I don't
And
think they quite. I think it's a little exaggeration that they just threw their babies onto the rocks at the beginning of the
Tina,
movie.
put it down, ladies and gentlemen. By the 16th, I will have a 6-pack like the 300. Can y'all mark that, please?
Oh, that's my birthday.
Oh, let
That's
me
my
go ahead and write
birthday.
that shit
Can you all
down.
mark that, please, for the Nonsensical Nonsense
April
broadcast?
April
I will
16th
air my
is my
damn
birthday.
gut on the
So
16th.
on my
What day of the
birthday,
week is it?
Click, you're gonna come in
Hold
here.
on, I'll let
shirtless?
you know.
Like,
Tina
Whoa,
called.
whoa, 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 whoa. You take my name out of that. Tony said that, not me, Michael.
Yes, I said
Yeah,
it.
that's
I
all
will do it
Tony.
myself. James, no, you
I
can't.
don't care.
And
All I'm worried
$54
about
you
is
son of a bitch.
dropping weight, thinning down, toning up a little bit. I ain't never had abs in my life. I don't ever plan on having abs in my life. With that being said, in the last 2 months, my work belt that I wear with my pants every day, in the last 2 months, I've had to keep punching holes in it. Well, where are we at? March? 2.5 months? 5.5 inches. I've had to cinch my belt in.
Nice.
Congratulations.
That's bigger than my dick.
You said it,
Congratulations.
not me.
But yes, 5.5 inches.
Tina,
I've
do me a
cinched
favor,
my
Tina,
work belt in.
honestly. Tina, I begged you to come back. I was one of the biggest ones up here crying for you to come back. I will do this for you. I will do this for you. And they can all
I
tell
don't
you.
plan
I
on
want
ever
you
having a
back
six
here.
pack.
Ooh,
I
what
will
else?
do this
What
for you.
else?
Say
But
she
if
gave
I
me
do
that.
have a
Hold
six
me.
pack,
And
if
hold
I
me to
ever
it.
do have
Hold
a
me
six
to it.
pack,
If I don't do it, I owe you $100.
yeah.
Fuck
If
it.
I
What
ever
else are you
do
gonna
have a
do
six
for
pack,
Tina, Tony?
just so you guys know, if I ever do have a six pack, from now on you will never see my face when we do the live broadcast. You will only see my
I
six.
ain't been to that.
That is all you'll ever
Right?
I
fucking
will get a
see.
six pack by
Right?
6
Just like,
That
I will
is all
get a
you'll
six
see on
pack by
camera
6
is my six pack.
So let me ask a question too, and I don't mean to divert. I know I apologize. We said we're
Yeah.
gonna stop doing this shit. Do you want it by
We're
the
all
16th or
holding Tony
anytime
to it.
before?
oh yeah. Oh, we're all holding.
Huh?
Do you want it by the
I want the
16th or
money.
anytime before?
I want the fucking
By the
money.
16th, no later than the 16th. If it's before, then it's before.
Okay, and I
Yeah.
will do this, Tina. If you don't want the money, I'll give it to Mike.
I'm not giving anybody money.
Write
I
that
That's
just
shit
my
I'm just
down,
gonna
y'all.
hold
birthday.
Tony to the
If
That's
you
my
fact.
don't need
birthday
no more
present.
responsibilities, but write this shit the fuck down. If we're gonna do some man shit, we're gonna do some man shit.
I'm
I
gonna
already
put
did.
it in this. I'm gonna put it in my Star Trek book.
Put it right in your Star Trek book. Yes.
It
Gotcha.
is
Put
a
it in your
Saturday,
fucking
by the way.
captain's log,
It's
virgin.
a Saturday. That's
Yeah,
even
it is.
fucking
It
better.
is a
I
Saturday.
actually wrote it
That's even
down right
fucking
there.
better.
Damn,
Right
we
there.
want to talk about dedication.
4/16/22 abs,
Write this
Tony.
shit down. Everybody put this
That's
shit the
you want
fuck
to talk
down.
about
I'm doing this shit.
dedication.
Y'all invited
I'm
me
going
up
to
here.
be
Y'all
on the
accepted me up here. I
podcast
will hold down
working
some
on my
shit. Let's do
birthday.
this.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
I will do this.
Anyways, let's get back in the right
Yes,
lane.
sir. And Betty's in the mix too.
Abs
Coming in at number
from
6. I have never seen this movie. I kind of have an idea what this movie's about, and I've strayed away from it because I don't know if I'm gonna like it. But much like U571, if you guys say dumbass, you got to watch it, then my dumbass is gonna watch it.
Okay.
Michael's birthday is podcast day. We had Jeff's birthday on podcast day.
That's
My
gonna be a huge
birthday
fucking
last year
day up
was
here. That's gonna be a huge
not
day.
on podcast day. It was like the day after podcast day or some
And
shit.
Day
everybody
before.
turn on all your
Day
social
before.
medias for this shit. I will fucking do this.
I'm working
But coming
on
in
it.
at number 6 is Ben Affleck and Argo.
I never saw
I've
that.
not seen it yet.
I never saw that
Argo.
movie.
Okay.
Argo. I heard it was good.
Okay, so we're all the same.
I heard it
I
was
don't-
good, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, but it says many liberties were taken in the making of this movie. Something many people who were involved in the real life events have pointed out themselves. The premise of the movie. Okay, so we're going to get kind of an idea what the movie is about. The premise of the movie, in which the CIA establishes a fake movie production, complete with a full script and ads and variety, and the Hollywood Reporter, in order to rescue 6 Americans stranded in post-revolutionary Iran, however you want to pronounce it, is very much true. The most criticized part of the film is how they represent the involvement of motherfuckers. Put them back on the list, Michael. Move them up.
All right.
Fucking Canada.
I'm putting this in my red notebook.
The representation of Canada's involvement.
Canada?
Move them up. Move them up one spot on the list.
All right.
But,
so we got-
Should be just above
we
Boston.
saving the
got,
lives
hold on. We have to reevaluate the list. This is important.
What's this
So
list that you all have? What is this?
we have kangaroos is number 1, right?
Yeah, kangaroos is number 1. They're just above
Things,
whoever.
things Chris is gonna fight. Tony.
All right. Number 2, bears. Bears.
Canada's a
Number
reserve
bears.
because Canada knows better, but every once in a while they get drunk on maple syrup and we have to remind them.
Number 3 is number 3 a giraffe?
No, it's a moosesis.
No, moose.
It's
Moose.
mooses. It's mooses.
Yes.
Moose.
Mises.
Number 4.
That's true.
Canada.
Tina says, "How's Texas not?"
No, number
one?"
4. Number 4 is Texas.
Yeah, Moose
Okay,
is
number
very
4 is
low.
Texas.
Mer-
All right.
Moose
Number-
is very
number-
low on the
is
list.
Texas.
Number 5 is
Canada.
the Boston accent and
Yep.
the Boston
Boston.
sports teams.
Just
Can I fight an accent? I still haven't got an answer to that. Can I fight an accent?
I don't think
Let's
so.
say
I think you
somebody
have to
that
fight
has a
the whole
really
person.
thick accent. Let's call it that.
I think you have to
I'm
fight
with
the
yeah,
whole
okay.
person. I
fighting
don't think
the
you can just
Boston
fight the
shit.
accent.
I'm with you
I
all
mean,
on that.
I-
I'm a native of Queens.
I don't
I'm
know.
with you all in the
Number
fight.
6.
Tony's ready to roll on Boston with me.
Yes, I am.
Number 6.
From heritage.
It's Canada,
Number 6 is
right?
Canada. Yeah. So move.
right.
Yeah. So yeah. Canada at this moment in time takes Boston's
It's
place.
above the Boston accent.
Yeah.
Number 7 is Florida. Or we?
I don't have no problems with Florida.
No, it's Texas.
I am okay with Florida.
I ain't got no problem
Okay.
with Texas for real. I don't.
All right.
I got y'all with Boston.
Is that it?
That's good. Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah.
Texas on
So
there?
currently, Boston is
We
just
only
below
have
Canada.
6. We only have 6.
That's
right?
all. That's all we need. Yeah. Well, now, I'm not president yet. Once I become president, then the list gets bigger.
Well, that's goals. President is goals.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then we hire somebody when I become president that literally yells at me.
Assassinate.
Yeah.
Yells at me at least 30 times a day not to push the button.
That means
Because
the
the
white-
button I
It's on the
push.
list.
I want that
Betty.
job.
So
I
you're
want
gonna
that
hire
job.
Betty?
No, you
You're
can't
gonna
have that
hire
job because you can't have that job, Jeff, because you'd be like, you're gonna push the button. Push the button, you pussy. Go ahead and
I'm like,
push the
come on.
button. Come
Come
on.
on,
Push
don't
the
be a
button.
pussy.
Betty, you have a job.
You couldn't
have a
push
job
that
already.
button if you wanted to.
Yeah. Fuck if I
No,
can.
you won't. No, you won't. You're fucking
Goodbye.
pussy.
Goodbye, North Korea. Are you happy now, Jeff?
I fixed all the problems.
Oh, shit, he pushed it. I'm telling.
But
Fuckers are crazy.
That's my job as vice president, to sit there and go, don't push the button, Chris. I just call him every hour. Hey, I'm in my office. Don't push the button.
I don't know if I like how that sounds actually, Jody.
What's that? What's
She
your name?
Snapchatted me and she's like, Tony's
James, I'm
getting
not
amped
going
by
there with you.
April.
I don't like that answer. I like that answer. I'm not going there with you.
Yeah, you got the answer from me last week, fucker.
James,
I
is
taught your
trolling.
ass a lesson. I taught your ass a lesson last week.
All right, number
Fucker.
5.
Number 5, and I love this
Yeah.
movie. I've watched this movie a million times, and I don't care if it's inaccurate or not. It's got one of my favorite actors in it, and I do love this movie. Number 5, The Last Samurai.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I
I love that
I
movie.
couldn't get into it. I liked it, but it wasn't.
I
I love this. I think it's a good movie. But
It's
I
a
like
decent
Tom
movie,
Cruise.
It's
yeah.
a great movie. It
But,
felt like
The Last
Dances with Wolves,
Samurai
only
is-
with samurai.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, yeah. Now that I'm thinking it, yeah, you're not wrong. 100%.
So is Avatar and a bunch of
Samurai.
movies like that. They're all just.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Wolves
Harry
over
Potter's
over
the
again.
same thing as Batman.
Harry Potter's the
Yeah,
same thing as Star
And
Wars.
so is Star Wars. And so is
Just
Star
with
Wars.
Suck your
Star Wars.
lightsabers.
I would say
Star Wars and
Star
Harry
Wars
Potter
over The
are
Last
Batman.
Samurai. With Richard Chamberlain.
What?
Only
Which one
two
your
of
age
them
again,
are
Tony?
You know,
only
Fuck
two
the aliens. Michael!
we talked
Michael,
about it.
number 7 on the list, Aliens.
Yeah, there you go.
I wish
Wait
the
a
fuck
minute,
they
from
will.
the movie franchise or just Aliens?
James, you stupid.
Just
Just
aliens in general.
Oh, okay.
I wish they would, because the first phone call I make is Will Smith. Because that motherfucker dropped a cold ass line on them aliens. He punched that bitch right in the
Welcome
face
to
and said,
Earth.
"Welcome to Earth."
Yeah, but he didn't. Yeah, but he didn't come back for the sequel, so fuck him.
Yeah, but no, we're still calling. But he did.
They didn't wanna
make
pay him,
3 Men
that's
in Black
why.
movies. He fought the aliens
That
three
is-
different,
that is-
4
All right,
times.
so Aliens.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Plus he's Hancock. We just got to keep him away from that whore, otherwise he loses his powers. And he's
Exactly.
Deadshot too.
I wouldn't call her a whore, but yeah,
She's a
keep her
Yeah,
away.
she's a whore. She's a
Yeah,
she's
she
a
did some-
power
she did
stealing
some-
whore.
She did some shit. Yeah,
She did do
But let's
dirty.
not
No,
try
that
to
wasn't-
She married
degradate
Jason
somebody's
Bateman.
It was
Come
the
on.
wife. The
She
wife
had
Yeah,
was
Will
yeah.
Smith.
one
Yeah,
decision.
she
and
becomes
she
a
married
whore.
Jason
She
Bateman.
marries Jason Bateman. Boom.
Yeah,
James, you
Oh,
fighting.
just because
James, you
he
fighting.
married
Oh,
a
you fighting.
pussy doesn't necessarily
No,
mean
I'm
that
sorry.
we should
I'm sorry, but
name
Jason
call
Bateman
her,
makes me want to
you
punch
know,
him in the
you know.
face. Every time I see Jason Bateman, I want to punch him in the face. I don't know why.
Hilarious.
Oh, I don't want to punch
Because he
Jason
plays
Bateman in
those
the
douchey
face.
characters.
Jason Bateman's
No,
on.
I just want to kind of hug him and feel sorry
I
for him.
want
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, you You can hug him after.
Number 4 on the list.
Put him on my
He does
list.
whine a lot. He does
Put
whine
him
a
on
lot.
his list.
Put him on my list. I'll beat the brakes off that dude.
You know what?
Jason
If
Bateman.
Jeff wants Jason Bateman on his list, put Jeff on my list.
He's already been on your list.
Jason
Coming in at number 4.
Bateman.
I'm sorry, baby, I didn't make this list. Don't be mad at me. But coming in at number 4, Gladiator.
Oh, you knew that was going to be on the list.
That was a farce.
I
Yeah, but it
know,
was good.
but I
It was
didn't
good.
expect it to be this high.
It was good.
Oh,
Gladiator is a very
It's
Gladiator is a
on the
very
list
entertaining
because
movie.
It's so well loved.
You said what?
It
Yeah.
is.
I didn't make the list.
Is Jeff still on the list?
Yes, Jeff is still
Oh,
on the
we
list.
I'm
joking.
always on the list.
James, you
No,
was
he's on the
seasoned.
list.
I was born on
He,
that
he,
list.
he threatened to do harm to Jason Bateman. He's on the list. Actually, put
I
him
have it.
just put him number 4 on
He's-
the
I have
list.
it.
Just below the
he's
Moose.
literally the one guy I think that I could be like, I could look at Jason Bateman and go, I could kick that dude's ass.
Really?
Yeah, but
That's
I'm
the
gonna be
only reason
standing
you
in front of
would
him.
fight him?
I'm gonna be
If
standing in
you think
front
you
of
can fight him?
I'm gonna be standing in front of him holding.
Breaks off that dude.
I'm gonna be standing in front of him holding a laid out kangaroo, a bear, and a moose, saying, "You got to get through me first, Jeffrey."
No, that's all right. I'll sweep the leg. I will pull a fucking Johnny Lawrence on you and sweep the leg.
Jason
I will simply put my hand on your
Hit no
forehead.
higher. The only thing you
he
can
can't
do
reach
effectively is leg sweep.
He can't reach,
get off
he
the
can't reach
drugs.
my legs.
You
if I
fight
put
just
my
like
hands
you
on
do in
his
Mortal
forehead.
Kombat.
Jason
Just do the
Bateman,
leg sweep over and over and over again until you KO. That's the way you play,
Yeah.
too. I guarantee it.
No,
But
I don't
anyways,
know.
number 4 on the
Combos
list.
shit.
Number 4 on the list is Gladiator. Gladiator is a very entertaining movie, which it is. I know it's Jody. It is Jody's favorite movie. I love the movie
you're not
myself. It's not one of my. Yeah, but it is filled with historical inaccuracies, like the idea of an emperor could have given imperial power to an army general. Completely unthinkable. The relationship between the emperor and his son. Commodus is also not accurately depicted because the real Commodus never killed his father. And I know I probably said his name all wrong, and I apologize. And if you have to yell at me when we talk later, that's
We
fine.
will later.
Not you. I'm talking to Jody because, like I said, this is her favorite movie. So, so he never killed his father to take the throne, and was actually co-ruler with his father until his father's death. Speaking of death, the real Commodus wasn't killed by Russell Crowe's Maximus, Aurelius, Decimus, whatever. The guy had more names than a goddamn Mexican.
The views and opinions of one Glick does not reflect that
Hey,
of that
no,
of nonsensical
you know what?
nonsense.
Jeff, am I wrong?
I have to give it props to Chris for that because I live in Mexico and Mexico's got some long names. I'm Juanita
You know
Tanya
why.
Rojas
You know why,
and it goes on for days. It's just
Yeah.
Because they got to carry the family heritage, yes.
yep.
The views and
And every
opinion
Mexican
of
got two
also
back-
woke Jeff does not reflect
It's
that
not.
nonsensical
It's not an
nonsense.
opinion. It's the truth. I,
I don't
live
know,
here.
James.
James, goddamn it,
But
stop saying
Maximus was instead murdered in his bath 12 years after the ascension to the throne. So, anyways, coming in at number 3. Hey Disney, how you doing? I'm surprised you're not on here in all 10 of them.
Like all of them, yeah, because all of them were wrong.
You know what? I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna do something a little bit different
you
for
right,
you
James?
guys.
It's the Lion King, isn't it?
I'm gonna ask you guys what you think number 3 is. It's a Disney movie.
Oh
Aladdin.
shit.
Live action.
Aladdin.
So,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Tony, you're wrong.
Pirates of the
Tony,
Caribbean.
you're wrong again. You only get one guess. Calm down.
No.
You're wrong.
No. I've seen a lot of Disney movies.
It's a cartoon.
all of
It
them.
You only
be
get one
Aladdin.
goddamn guess. Otherwise, we'll be here all night.
Should be Aladdin.
Hunchback of Notre
It's not
Dame.
Aladdin. You're wrong.
No shit.
Michael, you're wrong.
Pocahontas.
Jeffrey?
I have no clue.
It's Pocahontas.
Okay. Well, it is Pocahontas, but your second choice doesn't.
Yeah.
Disney loves to embellish stories,
Oh
and
no!
understandably
there was
so.
no
But
If you want to
talking
ruin your
tree
if you want to
in-
ruin your
in
weekend,
real life.
Google the true story of Pocahontas. But yes,
you're really gonna criticize the goddamn talking tree in Pocahontas.
I'm saying there was no.
At the end of the day, I don't even need to read the
Dude,
synopsis.
I
At the
literally
end of
just
at the
said
end of the day,
Google the true story of Pocahontas. It will
basically,
ruin your week.
Pocahontas in real life was sold into sex slavery.
Yeah, pretty much. She was passed around more times than a cigarette in prison.
She didn't meet her Prince Charming and John Smith. He didn't whisk her away and give her. No, she
didn't
was
even
sold into
marry
sex
John
slavery.
Smith.
No,
To
she
John.
did.
And
but
John
Even
passed
married
her
John
around.
Smith. And
Like,
and
for a
and she
quarter.
actually for the
You good with
sequel,
the saying,
she actually died in England. So
Yes, you did, yeah.
but
the
she was
sequel's
also
been
passed
accurate
around.
as fuck too.
She was also passed around like Thanksgiving hams.
Y'all ain't
Yeah,
shit.
no, no,
That's
no.
disrespectful. Fuck that.
The only
That's a
thing-
true
the only
goddamn
thing-
story. It's not a
that is-
matter of
that is-
disrespectful or
That
not.
is true. The only thing accurate about that movie was the fact that she fell on top of John Smith, so they didn't kill her. That's the only
John Smith
thing.
never met her. I remember hearing that
Everything
when I
else
in
was
school.
wrong.
They were married, but she was
Pocahontas
stolen.
also
She
14
was
years old when
taken.
that happened.
She was 14. She was stolen and she was taken, and then yes,
That's fucked up.
she was basically just passed around.
She was.
So
She
yes,
was literally,
at the end of the day,
like for $1, you could go in there and do whatever you wanted.
That's fucked up.
That's
Coming in at
that's
number
real-
2.
That's the truth of it.
coming in at number 2, like it's.
And what
Take
did
this,
what
you
did
go.
Disney do? Added a singing tree and made it fun.
You're hung up on that
It is
singing
what it
tree.
is. You really are. Coming in at
Yeah,
number
no.
2, hey Michael,
Yes, sir.
you and your dress wearing ass. I hope you enjoyed number 2.
That's a kilt. you bastard.
Braveheart.
Well, I knew that was.
Mel Gibson
I mean,
strikes again on this list.
I know.
Helen
Braveheart is a
was
very
so
good
hard.
movie which follows William Wallace, a 13th century Scottish warrior who begins a revolt against King Edward I of England. It is full of historical inaccuracies such as heavily altered timeline as well as inaccurate battle scenes, as the film depicts armies haphazardly running into the enemy rather than actual tactical warfare. The movie also sees the Scotsmen wearing their famous kilts just 300 years too early.
Early. Yeah.
Helen will tell you how
The other
bad
thing is
that movie is.
that
You
the
can't stand it.
princess that supposedly had shit sex with fucking William Wallace was like 6 years old during its life. That's the altered timelines.
Coming in at number 1. I have never seen this movie. Don't ever care to see this movie. I don't even know why this is on the list because I don't know how anybody knows if this is historically accurate and or not. But 10,000 10,000 BC.
I never saw it either.
Historians-
Never saw it either.
I've never seen it, but I've
Historians
That
said-
seen it.
I thought
can
that
picture
was
it.
made as a farce.
Yeah. No, that was year 1.
No, you're
with
thinking
Jack
year
Black
1.
and-
Okay.
That's twice. That's twice tonight, Jeffrey.
Because you said 10,000, he said that, and year 1 popped in my head. Fucking, that movie cracks me up.
Yeah, so 10,000 BC is the most historically inaccurate movie ever. That alone should warrant this movie's place on this list. The movie showcased many inventions and concepts that were created much later, like the use of steel, which actually came along in 1800 BC, in cities thousands of years before agriculture, which wasn't even a thing, not to mention the use of mammoths to build monuments.
Yeah, 'cause
I mean, outside of the steel thing, how do you...
yeah,
How do you
it's
know they didn't use men?
exactly. It's
Whatever.
They
like
should have put Braveheart at number 1.
when it comes to 10,000 BC,
Actually,
it's not like they were like, oh no, we
agree with
have
you on that
witnesses.
because why would anybody ever think 10,000 was a historical movie?
Hey, Glick. You know how I hate you come on my broadcast and put crazy shit in the comments? Look at this motherfucker.
I saw it.
You know what I'm doing to James right now? I'm giving James the J treatment. Just so you know, acknowledge, don't engage.
When he's bored, I can tell. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I have
I'm looking
candy
at the
stuck in my
comments.
leg
I'm like,
here.
what the
Gross.
Yes,
fuck?
do not look at this shit. This motherfucker. I can tell when he puts the wrong shit in his damn smoothies. Because this is how he acts.
I'll delete them.
bitch.
No, it's already out. It's already out.
Then he's gonna be like, okay, I'll delete him after he fucking does it. Unbelievable.
Yeah, because
Unbelievable.
No, you're
Asshole.
fine, Jay. You know what? No. Okay, first and foremost, James, you never have to delete anything in here.
no,
We're not
No,
that
we
broadcast.
really
want. We really all want to see him.
Yeah.
We're not broadcast. We just have a rule for Jay, Money Man Jay, Monkey Man Jay, JNYC, whatever you want to call him.
Jay the
Man's
Weasel.
got more personalities than fucking what's his nuts and Split. James McAfee and
That
Split.
was such a good movie.
That's
Now,
so
why
good.
was Split not on there as a villain list? That's what I don't know.
That's a good
Because
pull. Yeah,
that
that's true,
was
Mike.
He was
yeah,
the
yeah.
Beast. I mean, the
Oh my
Beast.
god! How ripped was McAvoy as the Beast? Fuck! It
I
made me
know,
want to go to the
totally.
gym.
I can't
didn't
believe-
go, but
I can't believe that McAvoy grew like 8 inches and put on 100
Right?
pounds and he was ripped as the Beast. That was insane. Apparently, somebody has never heard of CGI.
No. I mean,
No,
I'm just
The
saying.
Beast
I mean,
was a
Jeff
monster.
just
That
Jeff-
was not really James
You could do the
McAvoy.
same thing he did and grow like 6 more inches.
Yeah, no shit. I'm
Then
trying to
he'd be
figure out how to make that
average
work.
height.
The podcast symbol.
Crush my dreams, dick.
Who's the podcast?
Jesus, Chris,
symbol?
just fucking
Shit.
crush my dreams.
I don't know what the hell
Call
you're.
McAvoy
I
and be
don't.
like, how'd you do it?
Yeah, like, I mean, I can put you on a stretcher and stretch you out 6 more inches. I
No,
wonder if
there's
it'll work on my
actually
penis.
a way.
Can I get a penis stretcher at Home Depot?
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
you-
wouldn't.
they're right
I
next to
wouldn't-
the board
I've seen
stretchers.
the videos of the monks that do that. I would not try that. It's scary.
You ever want to fuck
They
with
got
your
like
kid?
weights.
You ever
They
wanna
got
fuck with your
weights
kids?
hanging it on.
Pull into Home
Dude.
Depot and have them ask somebody that works there for a board stretcher. Watch the look on their face when they find out. It's like sending them into AutoZone for blinker fluid. It's hilarious.
Way to go, Tina. Way to go.
Thank you, Tina.
A board stretcher.
No, there is a way where you can actually gain up to 3 inches in height.
Oh, Rick, your mama talking
It's-
to you.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble. Oh, she said,
You're in trouble.
Christopher!
You in trouble. What'd you do?
She used your
Hey,
full first
man.
name. You're in trouble.
You did something.
You know
What
what
you
you
do?
did.
That's not what it says in the chatters box. She says, Christopher!
That's probably exactly how she sounds too. I didn't do anything.
The whole work.
We sorry.
The whole.
We didn't mean to get him in trouble.
My bad.
Don't blame me. Blame
She's
the
gonna
other
send
3
you to your
idiots.
room,
Did we
motherfucker.
stay for the last
I'm
content?
already in my
He's
room.
already in his room.
Tina likes
She's
talking
gonna
this
send you to
word.
bed with no dinner.
Go to your room. Y'all go home.
I ate half of my dinner. The other half of my dinner is sitting over there waiting for me to warm it up. I got Taco Bell tonight, baby.
Oh, so you haven't...
You said dick stretcher.
Tina.
I didn't say dick stretcher. Lord knows I could use one.
Tina.
Talking,
Tina.
not taking. Make up your mind, Tina. Yep, damn autocorrect.
Yeah.
James, I'm not going to a new beach with you. You're going to be smiling too much. Fuck that.
Don't worry, Tony will block out the fucking sun.
I will.
So you won't need sunblock if you go to a
I'll
new
lay on
beach.
my back on purpose. Get the lifeguard somewhere
Tony,
to sit.
Tony, why are you standing? Why are you
Pop a
standing?
Viagra,
Tony, why are
piss
you
all
standing?
want. Fuck it.
Yeah, Tony, why are you standing at attention? There's 35 dudes here and no chicks. Well, you know.
Competition, bitches.
Who wants to be my machi tonight, you motherfucker? James is gonna be a first
never gonna
motherfucker
live that
raising his
down.
hand too.
I'm beating his
I
ass.
don't know what it is, but I'll be your machichi.
No. Fuck that, no.
Motherfucker's gonna start singing Ricky Martin and everything to Tony. Living la vida loca.
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
Salsa dancing and everything.
That fucker come to the beach wearing a kilt. See, here you go with this shit. This motherfucker.
Bunch of hot humans.
Well, I mean, it
do that
depends.
shit.
There are no
what the
words.
temperature-
I'm sorry. There's just
It
no
depends.
words.
You have no
Temperature's going to
idea.
be, if we do it at 96 degrees, it's going to be hot.
Well played, Mama Glick. Congratulations.
I'm sorry you're back in Ohio. That's unfortunate.
Oh. Yeah, no kidding. How
No,
much did that
it's
drive
unfortunate
cost?
because it's Ohio and you're here, and Ohio sucks. I have 4 reasons to be in Ohio, and none of them has to do with the weather.
Tina, I ought to save that comment just because you hate that you typed it. Poor baby.
Oh my goodness. Yes, unfortunately, people do still live in
Alright, that just
Ohio.
happened.
I love autocorrect. Wait a minute, what did I miss?
Yeah, it
What
knows
did
you.
I
It knows you
miss?
very well. Listen, it wouldn't even let you fix it.
Oh,
You see what she said?
yeah, I just did see
Yep.
that. Can anybody say
Betty's calling her
Freudian
out.
slip?
Middle name and everything. Somebody's getting grounded.
She had a job that paid $38.65 an hour. I ain't mad. You should have pulled overtime on that bad boy. Did he push the button? That fucker pushed the button. That fucker pushed the button
No,
again.
he probably called his
You
mom.
pushed the button. You pushed the button again, didn't you? You pushed
Calling
the
his
button.
mom. He's in trouble. Did you push the
You
button?
pushed the
No,
button.
I think he refreshed the screen.
Oh, okay.
Guess what I did?
Because if he would have hit the button, we would all drop.
Guess what I did? Guess what I did?
You pushed the button.
I hit a button.
Push the
That's
button.
only the 3rd time I've hit
Damn
the
it.
button. All I did was refresh. Hey, but all I did was refresh my page. All I did was refresh my page.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
trying
that's
to.
why I
I
said
was
he
trying to.
refreshed.
Then he's trying to play
Because
it
if
off.
he would have hit the button, we would all drop.
No, he can come back in.
Yeah.
He can drop and come back in, just like that, just like it
Oh,
did.
really?
Well, it did happen. Okay, so when that happened, I did not hit the button. That was my computer. It completely froze up. Jeff, you weren't here for that. I think that was last Wednesday. My computer froze up and shut down, and I was just listening to that today actually. So my computer froze, locked up, but Tony and Mike could still hear me, and we were all doing what we were doing.
Right, man.
And then my computer,
We're gonna give him a pass. 'cause
Yeah, my computer shut
broadcast did not
down.
Shut off. The broadcast didn't
My
stop.
computer
so we
shut
gonna give him a
down,
pass.
and then it
me and-
restarted and
me
came
and,
back on.
Yeah,
And
me and Tony kept
so I just
going
listened to
while
that
he was
episode
gone.
today. There was no interruption. It was perfect.
No.
Like nothing ever happened.
No,
Much like just now.
and me and Tony were on it like, and
So
I'm pretty
technically,
sure that was
at the end of the day, I've only hit the button twice.
I'm gonna let the audience decide because last week was 3, today was 4.
yeah. My vote is that he hit the button.
Well, it's Glick's world, and I let you fuckers live in it, so nobody gets to decide other than me.
Billy said 4.
Somebody doesn't like to be wrong.
Somebody feels butthurt. They hit the button.
Okay, first of all, I did not hit the button this time. That it was actually I was trying to.
Chi-Chi.
The only thing we're gonna say is 4.
First and foremost, I am way too tall, Tony. I have a full ass grown beard,
So you're a Wookiee.
and I could never be your Machichi. I will cuddle you, but I will never be your
You will never
Machichi.
cuddle me, motherfucker.
I will cuddle the shit out of you. You can't get away from me, Tony.
Betty
Hey,
says I
Michael.
told you not to push the button.
Michael,
and you
number
push it every
number
freaking
2.
time.
Number 2 on the list, Bear. Put in parentheses Brown Bear Tony.
Brown bear
I'm
Tony.
gonna make him. I'm
Why
gonna
does he have to be
I'm gonna make
brown
him.
bear?
And put in
Well, 'cause-
parentheses for me, Kodiak Glick.
This
You want
Kodiak
me to
Glick is
write
going to
your
make.
li- I'll make you a list,
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, this Kodiak Glick is gonna force cuddle the shit out of that brown bear Tony.
This brown bear.
You can't get away from me.
Listen. I'm going to revenant your Leonardo DiCaprio ass.
And there's
Ooh,
hashtag
damn.
Brown Tony.
He said brown bear, you bastard. God damn.
Brown bear, not brown Tony.
You
Jesus
are
Christ.
So fucking, you're so fucking straight. You're trying not to, ain't you?
Brown bear
I
Tony.
have it under bears. Bears.
Jeff.
Isn't that what you said?
Just put brown bear versus
Brown
brown bear
bear
Tony.
I'll-
Listen, brown bear Tony versus
I'll put an asterisk.
Kodiak
I'll put an
Glick.
asterisk and a line
It's
and
too
a-
easy. I can't help it.
Yeah, in a cuddle fight. In a cuddle fight. Winner's the big
So I'll
spoon.
go brown twice. There.
Tony's gonna
I
be my
got it.
little spoon, whether he likes
I
it or
got-
not.
I got a little map.
It's got a map.
He drew a map and everything. Georgia to Ohio. Here's a map.
Tony, do you want anybody else on your list? Because right now you and
You gotta
Jeff
put me
only have
down.
one.
You gotta put me down with the fight on Boston. I'm with y'all on that one. James,
Yeah,
shut up.
Tony's
Boston.
my tag team partner. We're gonna take on Boston.
Boston. Anything else?
I am down with
Tony,
fighting Boston.
bite the pillow, Tony. Yeah, Benny calls me numbnuts all the time.
Yes, he does.
Tony's gonna be a little spoon whispering what back at
Little
me.
shit.
I can't quit
Sure,
you,
don't let them
Kodiak,
know.
Kodiak Glick, Kodiak
still-
Glick.
I
I can't quit you.
I don't see nothing wrong.
With a little
That stuff is homosexual shit.
knock,
Yeah,
knocking them
that
boots.
sounds homosexual.
I'm just trying to cuddle
Alright,
him. I don't want to have
do you have a
sexual.
number three?
I did not have sexual
Yeah, there's
relations.
nothing gay in cuddling.
No, there is. You ever see Without a Paddle when they was under the river? He said nobody will ever know about this. That shit was
Don't
funny as
worry, that's his lucky
That movie's
R2D2.
funny.
Tony,
That
that's his
movie's
lucky R2D2 that's poking you.
hell no.
That movie is funny as hell.
Is there a number
That movie
three,
keeps-
Tony,
No, that's it for right
for your
now.
list? Okay,
That's
just
it right now.
okay, and Jeff is still at one. That's why he
James,
can't win the top
James,
five
only
because he
people
only
that
has
have
one
tried it
good
only
pick
know
anyways.
that. I have not tried that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
What's that?
Jeff is a terrible cuddler, by the way.
I am.
There's a reason. I figured there's a reason why you two are divorced. I mean,
There's a lot of reasons why we're divorced.
For some reason, I sense
That just happens to be Chris's default. He's like, it's because he doesn't cuddle.
He doesn't cuddle. I'm like, bring your little ass over here.
so now we know why.
No.
So now we
Yeah.
know why Glick divorced Jeff. And why Jeff divorced Glick.
So then I gotta go.
Because he always
full
wants
on
to
Mortal
cuddle.
Kombat.
Rape him, maybe?
He's
Because
always
you
Yeah,
wanting to
then I
cuddle.
gotta-
that should be
Yeah.
inappropriate. That is why you pass across this line, and there will
Yeah.
be trouble.
I gotta go full Mortal Kombat on him. Get over here.
then you try the scorpion you. God.
That is my no-no square, Glick. My no-no square.
You don't have a no-no square with me. This is my square. I own this square.
Yeah, James, that's the next thing he's going to be saying. Finish him.
Finish me.
And then he's going to end it with a friendship.
Flawless.
Finish me.
When they're both,
Make me a
when they're
sandwich,
both
you little
smoking their
bitch.
cigarettes. Flawless victory.
You guys
I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Damn it.
That's why he quit.
Right.
shots fired.
Jeff quit Glick to Glick quit cigarettes.
You can't even say it. God
I
damn.
quit Jeff.
No, there's too many G's and J's. It's too much.
Ten
I'm
G's,
dyslexic.
10 G's,
I have a
please.
mental disability. What's yours?
I quit Jeff. First and foremost. Don't get it
Yes.
twisted.
Jeff still wants him back. I seen the
Jeff,
chats.
Jeff, you
seen
you
the
no longer
private
completely. You no longer complete me.
Jeff's here. You completely come back.
Jeff's like, you had me at hello, and I'm like, bye, bitch.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And I throw empty beer cans at him. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
I mean,
Wow.
clearly, Glick got what he wanted out of the relationship, and then he was done with him. That's clearly what.
Wow.
I tried to love him.
Jeff's over
I
here.
really did.
Jeff's over here in the position going.
Wow.
Why did I become friends with this giant grizzly bear? Cody, why did I become friends with Kodiak Glick?
I got the cuddle picture of you
place?
two right now.
Where's my happy place?
I got the cuddle picture of.
Where's the bitches
Just full on.
from the tricycles when you want them?
Look at that.
Picture right
Little
there.
cuddles right
There's the cuddle picture.
Cuddles.
Right there. Look at that cuddle. Yeah, you good
He's gonna lean back like he really needs
Jeff,
this.
it didn't show Jeff's picture, but his was more like this.
Don't get it twisted,
Turn
Ike.
right
I don't
away.
need
You're
you.
gonna get jealous.
Don't get it twisted, Ike. I don't need you. Fuck around. Fuck around and find out.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
What's the funniest about that picture is the picture of Mike on it is like he's like watching. What the fuck are these
Right,
three
yeah.
four doing?
You know, and that's what
Right, you merch.
the real fucked up part is. You picked the picture. You
Yeah,
set
you did
all
pick the picture.
this
I know
up.
where you got that picture
There's
from.
the full picture for anybody wondering.
I didn't pick the picture. Mike
No,
or
he
Jeff
did.
made the
Oh, no,
picture.
that's not it.
That's the
Well, look, you
decent one.
changed it around.
Yeah,
You changed it around.
Yeah.
That's
he
the
changed
that's
it
the one that I
around.
plan on posting. This is the
You
original.
put Tony in the middle like an Oreo.
Put Tony in the back of the bus. Son of a
See?
bitch. It's all the way in the
Well, the problem is the pictures that I have, they all cut everybody off at the shoulders and the waist. So I try to make it so
Yeah,
it
so the
doesn't
first
look like
picture,
that.
you had all of us on the bottom, and he was like up above in the
Okay,
right
you did
corner,
put him way up and way
Once
from
again,
You
everybody.
put him
once
way
again, that
out
has
there.
nothing to do.
Yo.
It's the app that I use. It's called Grid Art.
Hey,
It
Jeff,
automatically, when you pick the pictures, it puts them anywhere.
hashtag BLM.
Yeah, well.
No, they're in trouble right now. I'm not. The hashtag.
Put him above.
Hashtag Wakanda forever.
The hashtag one is a
And
problem.
then
So you-
over.
Wakanda forever.
Easy.
Wait
I'm
a-
going to Wakanda. Fuck y'all.
Easy.
Call me.
Oh, yeah,
call,
they
me
got-
him.
call me
I'm
Bucky.
gonna
I'm going to
I'm gonna hang out
Wakanda.
with. I'm gonna hang out with old boy's sister.
No, I ain't hanging out with nobody. They got cool shit I want to play with. I want to
They-
push
they
the
do.
buttons. I want to push all the
cool shit.
buttons.
I want hover bikes.
Yeah, I just want to push the buttons.
Yeah, no kidding. No, you know what I want? I want that shit where she threw it on the car, or dude threw it on the car, and she's able to drive from her fucking office. I want that. Because I will literally have you guys just throwing that shit on every
I don't
car
know.
you
I was
see.
kind of a big fan of the sneakers.
Those are kind of dope.
Jesus Christ.
The sneakers, what from Back to the Future?
No, the sneakers from the movie Black Panther.
Jesus Christ.
She made them. She made
They-
them.
All I gotta
she's
say-
like,
all-
I call
all-
them sneakers.
Yeah.
What are those?
All I gotta say is, old boy come around wanting to fuck around and think he's gonna become the king of Wakanda. I'll beat the brakes off that son of a bitch.
Yeah, he
Wow.
was supposed to get his ass whipped. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't you worry. Hey, Black Panther, I got this.
I don't know.
Go get
man.
the beer.
Killmonger was a badass.
I'll beat the
motherfucker.
brakes off the
Okay.
Killmonger.
And Michael B. Jordan did his thing.
He did.
Yeah, you know what?
He is actually very
I
quickly
did not
becoming-
want to be a fan because I had
Download the
that, I had that
Domino's app
feeling where
today
it was
and
like,
become
oh, he's famous because of his dad. But he did drop it pretty good.
Who the hell's Michael B.
He's
Jordan's
becoming
dad?
my favorite up
Yeah,
and
who's
coming
his dad?
new actor.
Michael Jordan?
No.
Michael B. Jordan.
No, it's not. Oh, I thought it was.
Are you?
That was my assumption.
No.
You know what happens when you make assumptions? You making
Make
you
an ass
make an
out of
ass.
yourself. Why was it Michael Jordan's dad? Because they're black? It's fucked up, dad.
No, because his last name's Jordan, you dick. You racist? Why'd you gotta go to the
You
black
never-
thing?
you-
I didn't
you-
go black
you-
thing.
you think-
I said
you-
the dude's
you-
last
you
name
think-
is Jordan. And his first name's Michael. I'm
You
assuming
want to
Junior.
see what I go through on this podcast? This the
Do you
bullshit.
really think
I'm
everybody
going to
who's
assume
last
Junior.
That's the fourth fucking racial reference on this podcast alone.
Do you
Tony
do you
is
think
not
everybody with
comfortable.
the last
Just
name
because his
Glick
name
is
is like
related to me?
doesn't mean it's his dad. Google
Yes.
this motherfucker. They put a B
Tony
in there.
just goes through this whole podcast going, damn, shit,
Jesus.
this is
Where's
whack.
X Clan when
That
I
shit
need
is
him?
whack.
Where's Public Enemy? Where's Biggie Down Productions? Look at Glick's face. This is your world order.
I followed like 4 people on Facebook because their last name is Glick. I said they must be related.
I'm still blown away. I'm still mystified by the fact that you really thought that Michael B. Jordan was Michael Jordan's. So you just automatically assume. You just automatically assume. So everybody who has the
Here's the
last
thing.
name Glick
No,
is
no,
automatically
here's the
my
thing.
family.
Here's the thing. Dude's first name is Michael. Last name is Jordan. I assumed Junior.
Do you know the guy who owns the
Michael
Carolina Panthers?
Jordan.
You understand the guy who owns or like
Junior.
I wouldn't know.
the
who
guy who
owns
is the
Crowd.
president or owns the Carolina Panthers or whatever.
Charlotte
His
Hornets.
name is Chris
Charlotte
Glick.
Hornets. It's the Charlotte Hornets, not the Carolina Panthers.
Whatever, it's all the same. Nobody cares. They're
I
all
wouldn't
irrelevant.
be able to pick him out of
Actually,
the
a
lineup.
different sport.
But if he
okay.
followed me on Facebook, I'm like, he must be related to Chris.
Yeah, I don't know if we had the same first name, but we had the same last name.
Tina,
I
do
got,
you
I
see
got
this shit, Tina? You
the
see
Brady
this shit?
Bunch.
Listen. Jeff's name is Jeff
Yeah.
Hawk. That means he's related to Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
That's right. Fucking A.
Tony Hawk. Apparently, Tony Hawk is Jeff's dad.
No, he's my
He's
third
also
cousin
related
twice
to a
removed
man called
by
Hawk.
marriage.
Oh shit!
But that was always my assumption.
No,
I didn't realize
they're
I
not
was
related.
wrong. I've never looked it up.
Oh, you're way.
There's 2 Vanessa Williams in the acting world, and they're not related too. Just so you know.
And then you had to. Then you
I
had
would-
to
I didn't know there was 2.
fact check
Yeah, there's
Glick
2.
on that one.
No,
All
I
of
didn't
us
know. I
said
didn't
that
try
they
to
weren't
fact check.
related, and then you still fact checked it. You just said you had to
I
look
didn't
it
fact
up.
check nobody.
Did you say that you just had to look it up?
No, I said I've
See,
never
Michael
looked
B-
it up.
Oh, okay.
I've never
Do
looked
not
it up.
sell bridges to Chris. Absolutely not. Do not sell bridges to me.
Easy money. Easy money.
Because he'll buy them.
No. Like I said, I've never looked it up. I just automatically assumed because his name's Michael Jordan. I was
No,
like, oh,
Michael B.
so
Jordan.
he
he
must
goes
be a
by
junior.
it's the whole Michael B. Jordan.
Oh
No,
yeah,
that's what
and let me
it is,
save you a
Michael.
headache. In the hip hop world, there are 2 Dr. Dre's, and no, they're not related.
I did not know that.
I could be here all day.
I did not know that.
I could be here all day. Tina, I have fun doing this shit. This is why I'm here. I have to debunk shit.
This is
will-
definitely going off the rails.
And also, just for the reference, there are 2 M&Ms. One is a rapper, and the other is a candy. And they are
Candy?
not the same either.
No, I
They're not
thought he
even
got his
spelled
name from
the
the
same.
candy.
Okay, he went.
No, he didn't. Because it's M&M.
Yeah, he went there, not me.
Look at
That
Glick's
was you.
face. God
That's
damn
all
it.
you.
Oh shit!
So I'm writing a book called Reasons Why Glick Drinks. And this conversation has made it into the book. Just
Do
so
I
you
get my
know.
own chapter? Do I get my own chapter?
You all
You are
get a
90%
chapter.
of the book.
First of all, don't give him that much credit. Trust me.
Tina, you decide.
Okay,
what kind
all right,
of
sorry,
rapper,
you're
Tina.
75% of the book.
You decide.
I only
kind
got
of rapper,
10.
Tina.
This conversation is a new chapter altogether.
Man,
Yes.
man.
Am I the star?
He said because of
No,
his
trust me, you are not the star. Trust me. By no means are you not the star. You have a couple of chapters, Michael, but you are not the star
Ladies
by
and gentlemen,
any
boys and girls,
means.
children of all ages, let me
Yeah,
be
I
clear.
got is I
I got
still drink
upgrade.
because
I
of
was
Mike.
just one
They can
chapter.
have the
Couple
same
chapters.
name. They can look the same. That doesn't mean they're related. Just for the record.
They don't even look the same. Michael B.
assume
Jordan
Jordan-
looks
I assume
nothing
Jordan.
like Michael Jordan. They have the same skin color, and that is it. That is like
And that's.
you are never every Glick you ever come
not even
across in
sense.
your life. For
Dude,
the
you know
most
how many
part,
clicks hit me up on fucking Facebook? I'm like, that must be him. That must be family.
and are they white?
Some of them.
But do they look like me?
I don't know. I don't look. I just see the name. And I'm like,
Does
yeah,
Michael B. Jordan look anything like fucking Michael Jordan?
I don't know. I've never compared them to each other. I'm just saying.
Not even
Goddamn.
I need to make an official statement. You have
Yeah.
totally disrespected that T-shirt you're wearing, just so you know.
right. Completely. What the fuck?
The fucking Falcon is pissed off at you right now. And nobody cares about Falcon. But he's pissed off
And
at
he's
you right
talking
now.
Falcon
Listen,
in America.
he sat back and made you sleep on the couch for this shit, just so you know, okay?
You have
The
put
bromance
yourself
is
in the
over.
doghouse. What the fuck?
I own 2 pair of Nikes. I don't
I
know
don't
about
have any
Michael
Jordans.
Jordan, but I
I don't
do
have any
have.
Jordans.
I do
I
have.
have
I
a
own
couple pairs
Jordans,
of
but I don't own
Jordans.
any right now.
I don't own any quote unquote Jordans, but I do have.
You own Michael
As
B.
as
Jordans?
as the guys
Or the
pointed out
Jordans?
earlier this week.
Jordans.
As the
sorry,
guys
what?
pointed out last week, I was wearing a Michigan shirt with the Jordan emblem on it.
Yeah. And we gave you shit for it because you were talking shit.
I don't
about Jordan.
own. I don't own. I don't. I don't
It is
own. I
in
don't
Marvel
own anything.
that you were a Marvel fan, and you did not know Michael B. Jordan was not related to Michael Jordan. That is Marvel.
Public
It's not
service
like-
announcement. I
not like
don't own.
Silver
I don't
and
own
Reese.
You know what,
anything that
Tony?
is
Next time
remotely
he thinks
related
that,
to
just
any.
let him keep on thinking that. Just next
Yeah.
time, Chris
Hey,
Pine
if you
and
guys wouldn't have said
William
anything, I'd have
Shatner
thought
are
it my whole
really
life because I
related.
never thought to look
Chris
it up.
Pine and
Ask
William
us shit,
Shatner are
please.
related because they
From
both
now on,
play the same
ask us
character.
shit. We do not want you walking around Mexico shaming.
Yeah, you should definitely ask this in private chats and not recorded the podcast.
This is
I
why
ain't
we
worried
have a
about being
private
embarrassed.
chat.
I know I'm
The six
stupid.
pack coming after this broadcast.
Oh my! This
I'm
motherfucker.
halfway there.
That's gonna be the description of the show. Michael B. Jordan is apparently the son of Michael Jordan.
Oh shit.
Yes.
I assumed.
According to woke,
And his
yeah.
father,
Because his
father-
reasonings was they have the same name and they're the same color. So
and
they're
his,
the same.
his father isn't Michael A. Jordan.
Michael Jordan's grandson is going to be Michael C. Jordan.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, we needed this. You're right, Tina. I needed this shit too. Oh my god.
Damn
this
it.
motherfucker. He said he's famous because of his dad. That was it. Fuck.
Leave it alone.
God, you were out of society. That was funny. I needed that. The retro threes, I did see that were dropping Friday, James. I do want to pay. I ain't gonna lie. I like the threes and the fours. Oh, you missed them.
You know what's more fucked up than anything right now, Jeff?
That you're this upset about
Outside of
something
the fact-
as a small mistake?
Outside of the
no,
fact that I had to go
I
get another
don't
beer
wanna
because
say.
of you. You know what's more fucked up than anything
Yeah.
is 99% of the time, I will be the first one that has your back. I'll be the first one to stick up for you. And I could not, in any way, shape, and or form, try to justify in my head to stick up for you at this point. There was absolutely no way I could stick up for you.
No, okay, but how many people are famous because of their parents?
Formula's in my head, and I still come up empty.
You know, for example, James.
You better
Caan
watch your fucking mouth,
and,
Tina.
And what's his kid's name? Scott Conn. I assumed they were father and son, and I was right.
I don't
Who?
know.
Wait a minute. You don't
James
like
Conn
the
and
University
Scott
of
Conn.
Michigan, Glick?
Well,
It's
yeah, but they also
I
look
thought
a
you
lot
were
alike.
Michigan. I thought you liked Michigan.
The only things I
I've only seen one.
Oh, wait a minute.
Michael B. Jordan.
Wait a minute. I might
you
have read
read
that
it
wrong.
wrong.
Well,
You
fuck
read
the
it wrong.
Dodgers.
Yeah, I think
You read it wrong.
she's like, excuse me?
Oh, hold on a second. Three things we don't. Okay. I totally read that wrong. Well, fuck the Dodgers
Okay.
first and foremost.
Oh,
I didn't know you were a Michigan fan. We are fucking strong. There's so many goddamn Wolverines fans.
Tina, as a
go.
hip hop fan, I gotta say, motherfuck them and John Wayne.
Well, you ain't getting a date now.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
well, now Tony's disowned. So fear being disowned, Tony.
I'm a Public Enemy fan. What am I supposed to say?
What the hell's that got to do with John Wayne or being a Dodgers fan?
Fight the power. The Dodgers ain't got no problem with. University of Michigan ain't got no problem with. John Wayne, apparently he's fucked up.
What's wrong with John? You better.
He's just a white old
What's
guy.
wrong with John Wayne?
Tony.
I know.
Tony.
We'll work it out. Don't worry.
You were this close. I was rooting for you too. I was telling Tina, hey, Quick shot his shot with you. No, he didn't.
Listen.
I
All
said,
she gotta
okay,
do is
he
give me a
did.
chance. I can fix it. Trust me. I can fix it.
No, not with the John Wayne comment.
I can
You
fix
better
it. It's
fix
1 out of
that
3.
shit.
It's 1 out of 3.
You better fix that. Ooh, you better fix
I
that
will.
shit.
I will say my bad, Tina. I'm sorry. I read that wrong, and I thought you were shitting on Michigan.
No. No,
So I read that wrong. My bad. I do apologize.
You all got fucked up by what Jeff said.
Yeah, we're all kind of in a bad space right now. any of our transgressions
what
or
I'm
anything
saying,
we
man.
say
He's
and
in
or
big
do
trouble
wrong,
with
blame
the John
Jeff.
Wayne. You don't mess with the
Blame
kid.
Jeff.
I'm gonna take care of Tina.
You don't.
I'm gonna take care of Tina.
Yeah, blame Jeff for that one. You don't.
Jeff, pick your face up. We were just fucking with you. That was funny.
He's showing off his sweet. He's just showing off his sweet new hat. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually reading text messages from work because they're still coming in. Because we're not
He's
technically
reading text messages from his boyfriend.
You.
You sound jealous.
Yeah, he does.
Who sounds jealous?
You do.
You.
No, I'm not jealous.
Oh.
I get to cuddle with my brown bear. Whether he likes it or not.
Oh my God.
You will have a Kodiak tattoo.
Oh, that was almost shit.
I'm gonna give me a Kodiak. I'm gonna give me a Kodiak paw print on my shoulder.
Yep.
Across my chest like a real gangster that I am. It's gonna be like Kodiak Glick.
James, you're going to have the first for that one.
So on that logic, all Indian people with the last name. Yeah, exactly, James. Acknowledge,
Fuck you,
don't
James.
engage. Fuck you. Well, apparently because Tony is Cherokee and because I was an orphan and I have no parents and Joanne
You
felt
could
pity
be.
on me and Joanne felt pity on me and she adopted me. And she's part Cherokee, and Tony's part Cherokee. He's my dad. So apparently, according to Jeff's logic, we're all correct here.
I wasn't
Well,
gonna do you like that.
technically,
I wasn't going to do you like that. Just for
we're
the
all.
record.
I saw something the other day, and it kind of blew my mind. If you go
Just
back,
one thing.
think of this: you have 4 grandparents, correct?
Biologically, yes.
Biologically,
Yeah,
and they
technically.
have.
Dead first.
They each have 4 grandparents, correct?
Yeah.
Biologically.
That's 8, yes.
Go back 36 generations for everybody. We're all related.
Oh, listen to Jane Elliott. We are all 30th and 40th cousins.
Yep. So fuck you. They are related.
Yes. Good
I
comeback.
rest my case. Liar, bitch.
So just so you guys know, I'm catching shit currently on Snapchat.
Not for me.
You're right, James. Yes, Mama.
No,
Glick.
not from you.
We Cherokee.
I am not Cherokee.
Me and
I'm
Mama
Blackfoot.
Glick. Me and Mama Glick, we Cherokee.
But I'm an orphan and I was adopted because they felt bad for me.
Which means the tribes get
You know
along.
what? That's fucked up.
Which explains a lot.
Because I actually believe that sob story. And felt sorry for
It
you.
wasn't a sob story. That was a story you fucking made up. Like Jeff
that was
making up
literally
Michael B.
something
Jordan
that you
and Michael
misunderstood.
Jordan being father and son.
You
with
were
it.
like an 8-year-old
Way worse than
orphan
the
with
fucking
no
Michael B.
fucking
Jordan.
parent, and rescued you.
All you heard
Because
was
that's
Chris's
the way
mom
that you
died,
told the story.
and you created this whole thing that
You
that Chris
fabricated,
was
yeah, you
adopted,
fabricated
all
an
this
entire
stuff. It
fucking
was all in
story.
your head.
I never once said that I was an orphan and I was adopted.
You did.
Those words never came out of my mouth.
said
Not
you
even
were adopted.
remotely.
Tina, I'm
said
sorry.
No, you
were
said I was
you were
adopted.
orphaned.
Tina, please forgive
And
me,
I'm
Tina.
over here feeling
While they're going through
sorry
this,
for
Tina,
you,
please
Blake.
forgive me. I'll make it
Trying
up.
not to talk
I'm going to
shit
make the
about
money.
your
We're going to
mom.
meet up, and I'm going to take you to dinner anywhere you want to go.
My mom died like 12 years ago.
Please.
Yeah, now I know
the
the
woman
story.
who gave
No,
me
we
birth.
said that on the show.
Please, Tina. Please.
The
You know
the
that.
woman who gave me birth died
Tina.
almost 12 years ago.
Tina.
My dad,
I told you. Tina.
obviously we have to do a health
Biological
lesson
lesson.
here. My dad, who injected his seed into my mother, he's still alive and he's remarried and been with his wife for 30 years,
It's a long time.
which is Joe. I was never an orphan. I'm not adopted. I had parents
You
my
just said
entire
you were
life.
orphaned. I believe
You
it.
said I was an orphan.
Apparently,
You said it.
he
You
was
said it. I
quoting
believed
you,
it.
Michael.
He's
when
a
he said
stepchild.
that,
You
he
said
was
it, and
quoting
I
you just
believed
now.
it because no one would lie about that shit.
Sometimes I wish I was
Use
a
it as
fucking
a
orphan.
sympathy to
And
not
I
get made fun
clearly
of.
got adopted by the wrong goddamn family because I wish Mr. fucking Moneybags McGee would have come and adopted me
shit.
at the orphanage.
I know, right? That would have
Shit,
been awesome.
right?
The sun will come out tomorrow.
Tomorrow, that's your bottom dollar. Tomorrow.
Not an orphan.
You know, if you do change the gender on Orphan Annie, it becomes a creepy movie.
Please, sir, may I have some more?
If you think about it, it becomes creepy. If Annie becomes a dude,
Or
you're just like,
or becomes Batman.
You don't be sorry, Joe. It's not you, trust me, because you had no choice in the matter. Well, you just came into it. The actual family, I wish I would have
She
been
had a
adopted away
choice.
from
She
them.
could have
goofy,
rejected you, but she decided to raise you as her own anyways.
well,
that's her fault.
maybe she should be.
That's on her. That's on her.
Don't blame me, Joanne.
But that's on you. That's all
But
on you,
anyways, but anyways, before we
That's really
on
the
that,
sad part. Unlike most normal childhoods, she chose you.
He said, "Fuck you, Jeff."
you got Joe to curse. You got Joe to curse. That is an
My life
accomplishment.
is complete. I got Joe to
And
curse.
not even just a regular
Thank you.
cuss word like
I'll be
a
here all week.
bam. Oh, Jeff got my
But,
mama.
but back to where I was going.
All icebreakers.
Yeah,
but,
go ahead.
but back to where I was going. So I got yelled at on Snapchat. Jody said, "So I guess you're done with me." And I was like, "Wait, what are we talking about?" And she's like, "You got Tony now. You're brown bear." First and foremost, Tony can never replace you.
And I ain't trying
He's
to.
just-
Just for the record, damn
He's,
it.
he's just my side. He's just my side bitch. Tony's been delegated down to
You
a
know, I was
side.
gonna
What's
buy
really
you dinner,
funny-
Tina. Let me
you
get
know what's
myself
funny
straight.
is-
Where's me up, and I will buy
Jeff
you
is
dinner.
right
How about
next to
that?
you on your side.
Well, if you buy her dinner, you got to buy me dinner.
Fuck you. Just like your mama
You
said.
owe me like 50 dinners.
Your mama said it.
My mom said I can't save your ass. I'm gonna die. Fuck you.
My mama said. My mama said. My mama said.
That was funny.
And Joanne got stuck with me. Joanne's like, "Oh, I'm here. Might as well deal with this stupid
My
ass."
blick hasn't really cussed up in here in the past 2 months from the first time that I
She,
met her.
I don't know that Joe. I don't know that Joe's ever really cussed in here at all.
I don't
No,
hear.
When I first met her, the first
she's
time I met
not
her.
a
It
cuss,
would've
but
something
she
that
sure
would've
as
stuck
fuck
in my
cussed
head.
out Jeff.
She certainly did.
He said, "Fuck you, Jeff."
Fuck you, Jeff. Just straight up.
Hashtag
Boom.
fuck you, Jeff.
No punches pulled.
There's
no,
a t-shirt
no
we
quarter
need.
given.
I
KO.
will buy that t-shirt.
You got knocked the fuck out.
You got knocked the fuck out, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll take that
We
win.
gotta end this show. I gotta work in the morning. Oh my
Yeah, me
god.
too.
Well,
Alright,
it's
we
still
gonna do
8:30 my
fucking
time,
game.
so.
There goes Helen. Helen
let's-
pops up 35, 40 minutes late after we talked about her area. I'll make everyone
Damn.
hot dogs on loose.
Right? Yeah, we're all talking about
Oh, wow. Way to go,
how
Eleanor.
long it was.
I'm going to buy
That's a
something better
hell
about
of a
that.
meal.
Oh, I like
I'm
that.
in.
Hot dogs and rum.
It depends on the brand of hot dog, though.
Helen, you got to go back about an hour. We talked about Scotland. It was pretty
Yeah.
good.
Ooh. Hot dogs and ramen noodles. My kids would. Yeah, I know. Trust
Jeff is over here being a diva. It depends on the hot dog.
No, I'm serious.
me. Never mind.
It ain't Nathan. Jeff's over here. It ain't Nathan's. I don't want it.
No.
Oh, no,
I
no,
want
no.
Nathan's
It's got to
hot
be.
dog.
It's got to be Nathan's. It's got to be Nathan's. We can't do Hebrew.
I want Nathan's
I'm
hot.
Oscar Mayer.
I'm
I
gonna
want
go
Oscar
with
Mayer
Nathan's hot
himself.
That's Jeff
Nathan's
over
at White
there.
Castle. Well, we talked about one of your favorite movies that originated about Scotland and how much of a
Yeah.
part.
It has to be Vienna for me.
Oh no.
Chicago.
I do like
hot
the
dog.
Vienna sausages. Yeah, those are awesome.
No, it's a Vienna hot dog, not a sausage.
Same
Nathan's.
difference.
Those are like small things like you. No, the Vienna hot dog, which is Vienna beef, which
You-
is the Chicago hot dog.
You talk about. Have you ever been to America, Lakey? Real quick question. Like honestly,
Go over
I'm
it.
just curious.
Who are you talking about?
I'm just asking Lakey. She said we all talk about Scotland. We weren't talking about Scotland. We did a top 10 on movies.
She came in late. She
Yes.
came in
I
late.
know. She came in late, all hot and ready to
Nah, she
fucking piss on everybody. Calm
Don't engage.
down.
Don't
Scroll
engage.
up. Listen to the show.
Don't engage.
Jesus
told her to
Christ.
check it out.
Good Lord. Nobody was talking about Scotland. We were talking about a fucking movie.
Oh! Eleanor said Nathan's has weird parts in them. And you
Well, you spelled twat wrong, but
That's
oh
great.
my god, I gotta end this fucking show.
Yeah, we gotta get going. I gotta get these kids up bed. They're
I
driving me
gotta
nuts.
go finish my dinner, call my girlfriend because I'm not single and hanging out on haps, flirting with everything with a
Yeah,
dick
yeah.
or a
Go keep
vagina,
complaining
Tony.
about having to be a good boyfriend. Keep complaining about it.
Tony's like, it's got a pulse. Tony's like, it's got a pulse and a heartbeat. I'm gonna flirt with it.
Oh man,
I'm in. Where do I sign up?
I'm only after
Well, that's how you
two.
spell twat. Is with an A.
You started. She came in late.
I didn't start anything.
Y'all leave it alone.
Mama Glick is like, but we're having fun.
We are.
We are having fun, but I also got to get up at 4:00 in the morning.
Good
yeah.
night,
I gotta get up at 3:30.
I gotta go to bed at 2.
I get up at 5.
Shut up, Jeff.
Jeff, damn.
I
If I don't go to
believe-
bed
I
at 2,
believe-
I don't wake up till 10.
I believe Joe said it best tonight. Fuck you, Jeff.
Yeah, right?
I
Fuck
can't help
you,
it that I
Jeff.
work from my house. It's not my fault that I'm awesome.
Okay. I hope you fall down the stairs
gotta get up
every
at
day
work.
from here on out.
I speak four different languages on the way down.
I am actually going to send your kids Legos tomorrow, and I'm going to tell.
You know what? That
and I'm
reminds me,
gonna tell.
my kids. I stepped on Legos last night. And I almost fucking woke their asses up just to kill them.
I'm going to tell Kevin and Michelle, both of them. I'll be like, now make sure you put 2 Legos on every step, every single day.
I'm gonna bust his
No,
Just
ass.
you know
so
what? They have. Michelle has like a doll house and a farmhouse and there's a Power Rangers
Don't
tower
come in with a
on my stairs as we speak.
combative attitude. But anyways, that is the end of the show. We got to wrap this shit up. I gotta go. I'm gonna go finish my dinner. I'm gonna go make a phone call because, again, it's that time of night, and Mike's got to get up at 3. You got to get up at 3:00 in the morning for real.
3:30.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
I may call off sick
I can't
tomorrow.
wait.
I called off.
April, I go back to my old schedule.
What's your old schedule? You keep talking about it. What is your old schedule?
My old schedule was 6 to 2, and right now I'm doing 5 to 3:30. It's fucking sucks.
Oof. Yeah, I do 6:30 to 2:30.
Yeah, I do 6 to 2. Normally,
But I also live almost an hour away from work. So
well, that's another reason why I'm waking up at 3:30. It's because I'm about 45 minutes. So, 40.
But with that being
I
said,
have
we
to
do
leave it.
appreciate y'all. Yeah. With that being said, we do appreciate y'all listening. We do appreciate y'all hanging out.
If I could, Eleanor, if I could choose a superpower, it would be that I wouldn't need sleep at all because there's just too much to do in a 24-hour day.
I used to not sleep. It wasn't until in the last couple months that, for the first time since I was 15 or 16, that I'm actually sleeping. It's crazy. It feels good.
I'm still working on it. I got about 2 hours of sleep last night. And, I got
But,
all the sleeping. I
You know
got
what that
all the
is?
sleep disorders. I got sleep apnea. I got insomnia. I got sleep apnea. I got them all. Sucks.
Sleep is overrated. We'll sleep when we're dead.
Chris, the reason why you're
Right.
sleeping, I can tell you why now. Why right now?
What's that?
Because
Welcome to
Jeff
official
isn't kicking him
happiness.
anymore.
I couldn't hear
Shut
you
up,
because
fucking
Mike
Mike.
was talking.
I said, welcome to fucking happiness.
Oh no, you're 100% right. Yeah, absolutely 100% right. So, yeah, no,
you know what? And I you know, you and I have talked about our issues in the past. And
that is his name.
this is the reason why you're able to sleep lately. Comes down to happiness because it happened to me last year, and it's happening to you. So
Absolutely.
congratulations
No,
on
I
your
don't.
happiness.
I don't disagree with that, and I've actually said that. No, absolutely. Because like I said, we're into the show, but yeah, no, I'm happy, and I don't remember a time where I was actually happy. So, I'm actually, I'm sleeping. I'm normal schedule-ish and all that stuff, but no, like I said, with that being said, we do need to end the show. We do appreciate you all listening. Even those of you who don't think we appreciate you listening, we do appreciate y'all listening. So thank you guys. But don't come in sideways, and we won't get sideways, or I won't get sideways. But with that being said, if you're not already, go ahead and check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, if you haven't already, download the Haps app. It's a free app. Give it a download. Give Nonsensical Nonsense a follow. You can come in here. You can hang out with us live. You can shoot shit with us. You can react. You can, just whatever. You can just kind of hang out and shoot shit with us. You can also get every single episode of the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere and everywhere you get your little podcasting jollies and fixins from. Well, don't go to Facebook then, James. Go wherever social media that you're accepted. You can listen to every single episode of the podcast on demand, however you want to listen to them, whenever you want to listen to them. You can also email us if you want to chime in on your chatters box. You want to get your own list in, and you want to tell us how great everybody that I am, and not that these guys are. Or you just want to tell me that I suck. I don't really, it is what it is. But you can email us anytime.
Rejection.
I'm used to rejection, so. But you can email us at nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com.
Hey,
We
Jeff,
do have a merch store, teespring.com/nonsensical nonsense podcast. If you want to buy the merch, we do greatly appreciate it. But at the end of the day, the only favor that I will ask you guys is share the podcast, share the social media, get it out there, let everybody else know. We're growing, but we need your guys' help to grow. So that'd be definitely greatly appreciated. With that being said, Michael, Tony.
Our intro was brought to you by Rock Lee, also, by the way.
I said that at the beginning of the show. I actually got to say that at the beginning of the show. If you'd have been here on time, you'd have known that.
I was trying to log in.
Michael, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Actually, shut the fuck up, Mike, Tony. Fuck you, Jeff. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me again for another episode of the podcast. I just greatly appreciate it. I love you guys. At the end of the day, regardless of what anybody says, regardless of what anybody thinks, you guys are my brothers. We will fight like brothers. We will disagree, and there will be times where we each want to punch each other in the throat. Maybe one day we'll get together and we'll just 1, 2, 3,
punch each other for 4 or 5 minutes.
And then we'll knock each other out.
Full episode.
Except for Jeff, because
holding the
everyone
video
will punch
camera
over him.
while we just punch each other.
everybody's going to be punching over his head. But no. So we're going to end the show the only way we know how on a Wednesday night. If I can figure out. What the hell is my phone code?
we don't know.
I want to take this off. But yeah, we're going to... Shut up. In this the only way we know how, with our guys in Blacktop Mojo. If you don't know who they are, do yourself a favor. Give them a follow. Give them a listen. Anywhere you stream music. And on all social media. At Blacktop Mojo. Here's a little wicked woman for ya. I'll get that down eventually.
Do you have any weapons of any kind? Anything to defend yourself?
Sir, this is a Speedy Mart. We have hot dogs 2 for $1. Just
And
put them on the
lighters for
roller
fucking
yesterday. They're pretty good.
$15.
No, man, like something sharp, something like I can stab, defend myself with.
I've got some sharp cheddar combos over there. It's kind of like a Ritz cracker pregnant with a cheese baby.
Boom.
All right. Well,
Nailed
we
it.
just take one of these lighters, and I'm gonna borrow your bug spray, and can I borrow your bathroom key as well?
Yeah, bathroom key. All right. I got your bathroom key right there. Make sure you bring that back. And that'll be 1362. And I'm going to have your we're in a coin shortage at the moment.
Whatever, man. Okay. Set. No, I'm sorry.
Bring the old shit chucks, fuckers. Oh shit, Chuck.
Oh shit, Chuck.
Oh shit, Chuck.
Shut the fuck up, Mike. I said bring it. Tony, nothing. I gotta get a good solid old shit Chuck from Tony. That's all I need.
Just once.
Yeah, just one time. New show rule. Oh shit, Chuck.
He ain't gonna miss his outro cue, though. Guarantee you that.
No, it won't. Hell yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Goddamn, calm down, Jeffrey. Jesus, he acts like his wife's
It's always
some
premature
shit.
ejaculate.
I got a shit.
Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see you guys Saturday night. Same nonsensical time, same nonsensical channel. Hit him with it, Jeffrey.
Deuces!
Peace out, motherfucker.
Mother had you, mother made you, mother fuck you.
Why are you so angry? Goodbye,
I know.
motherfuckers.
Mad motherfucker.
He's angry at breakfast. He's hating on bacon.
I like that. He's angry at breakfast. Goodbye, motherfuckers. We'll see y'all Saturday night.